Hi, Ace TFT Collegiate ladder. Today we've got a match with 5 players. We've got a lot of DQs for this match. I'm here with Penguin like always.
Hello and welcome everyone to the stream.
Yeah, so the match started a little bit late, but we're just loading in right now. So we just gotta wait for once we're in the game, we're going to be able to swap to the game, see what's happening. We are 3 days off of a recent patch, 11.13. So it's gonna be pretty interesting at the very
Karma,
least.
karma,
Karma? What
karma.
do you mean? What do you mean by karma?
All I mean is karma, and all I'm gonna see is karma. I know it right now.
I mean, Karma got a few like small nerfs.
Got a few small nerfs, but still a very strong comp.
Yes, definitely. I mean, those buffs that Karma got a few patches back, from 10% to 12.5, really just put her over the board. That
Um,
alongside with assassins getting nerfed.
oh, the assassin nerfs I think were uncalled for, but you know,
I mean, I reckon assassins had their time for this set.
that's fair. That's fair. Now, a few major things in the patch note. Abomination actually got nerfed again.
Really.
A little bit of a cheeky stealth nerf. I'm just going out. I think they hit its attack again, and then Rise just getting flat out nerfed.
Yeah, the Rise nerf is pretty big. I've heard he's still a really good unit, but
Oh,
we've
for
only had
sure.
like a few days of testing. It's really hard to see just how much that affects people. And here, finally, we're into the game. That load time felt like it was forever. Who's playing on a toaster?
Someone's playing on the toaster, and I'm not sure if it's one of our competitors.
Hope not. But anyway, for the competitors for today, do you want to read them out for us?
I would love to. From our side of the spectrum, we have a Wet Queef, Eddie One Tune, Kartoffen, Frame TFT, and Meikian, with
Yeah,
special guests Bowden 123, Jenko Wei, and Sighing.
yeah. So those special guests, those other three are just random people in normals because we just had so many people DQ for this lobby. I don't know what's happening, but
Either someone's dying or a lot of people are having internet outages at the same time.
yeah, I mean it made a little bit of sense last week, but yeah, here we've got Sword and Negatron Cloak. I would just completely expect that to go to a Bloodthirster. It could go to a few other items as well. Um we'll see what items we get from Frame TFT here. I like to say what little legend is that? Is that like Disco Chonk? Chunk
No, that is
Chunky
the
Chonk.
Pool Party Chonk.
Oh, Pool Party Chonk.
Too bad he doesn't have the arena to go with it, but it is a lovely Chonk skin.
Wait, this is the arena I play. This is from set 2.
This is the set 2 arena, yeah, but have you seen the beach arena?
Cloud, I
It just,
think.
yeah, is it Cloud?
I think it's Cloud.
I'm pretty sure it's Cloud. I think you're right.
So, fun fact, I can only play since I play in windowed mode, I can only play arenas from set 2 and before.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to see the entire board. Like my board would get chopped off sometimes. But
Oh, that's a sad one.
either way, here we got Sword, Rod, Negatron Cloak. It could be Hextech Gunblade, but I'm more expecting the Bloodthirster, especially from the fact that Frame TFT is holding on to Legionnaires right now. Um,
Oh, for sure. The Trundle coming in, and Trundle has been reworked this patch, along with the Nidalee rework and a bit of
um,
a change to Kale.
yeah. Those were like some of the big changes. Those three reworks. Redeemed going in instead, so it might just be a Hextech Gunblade or just holding items.
Holding items might be the better play here, but
I mean, yeah, you can wait until the armory, so see what you get.
ooh, Trundle
Uh,
being placed in as the hyper level to 4. I like this.
yeah,
Eddie Chun only having 2 units on the field, probably to save up that 10 gold early, but taking
yep.
8 damage.
I mean, 8 damage is like the maximum you can take at this point in the game at 2-1. I don't think I've ever seen anyone take more than 8 damage.
Kind of a
But
sad one though.
yeah, it's lost streaking. You're inting early, probably forcing karma.
Ah, yes.
Uh,
Oh, Now that's
I
what I
want to
like to
see.
see.
Okay, Sacrificial Gauntlet over Infinity Edge. So probably erring to the side of AP. And
What
even with
was...
yeah.
No, you go. My bad.
So even with like a Sacrificial Gauntlet, with the sword there, you can still go Infinity Edge as well. Infinity Edge Dual Gauntlet, always a really good combo. With a Yasuo here, you can definitely turn the Negatron Cloak to something like a Ruin's Hurricane and play Ruin's Hurricane Sacrificial Gauntlet. Wet Queef already leveling to level 5. Goodness.
Ooh, also playing Redeem to note, but
Yeah.
I kind of curious about what's going to go on here.
Yeah, and here we have the random here playing. Oh, slam the Shadow Rapid Fire Cannon onto their Yasuo.
Oh, I love that item on Yasuo.
So yeah, in terms of this patch, there were, as you said, there were a few reworks. Nidalee got reworked, and so did Trundle, but none of those units were really key units in any comps. And in terms of reworks, those characters are playable as carries, but they're not exactly like top of the meta. They're not like what you're looking out for, sadly.
Oh,
Just
no,
yet.
no, not at all.
In terms of like when we're talking about the reworks, so I'm just watching this early new.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, in terms of reworks, Nidalee is now, before every time she hit a critical strike or she dodged an attack, her next attack would get empowered. Now every fourth attack is just empowered.
And she gains bonus attack speed when she transforms.
Yep, that too. So now like Nidalee works really well with attack speed items, where before she would work really well with crit and dodge, and yeah, just crit and dodge. And now for Trundle, he scales with AP better. So it's something like, wait, I just wanted to watch the Syndra one shots. That's pretty good loss.
Oh, I love that Syndra one shot. Just
Yeah,
slamming him down.
I didn't expect Frame TFT to win that fight, but
Yeah, pretty good loss.
the one shot is better. Instead of taking 3 units of damage, it's 1. Here we'll see what items come back first before I mention the Trundle rework.
Oh. The Trundle rework is definitely a welcome change. I'm not sure. I think older Trundle was just a little bit too obnoxious as a unit. He was either really good or really useless. There wasn't really a middle ground.
Alright. Alright, now that carousel's over, we've got the tier, so that's probably gonna turn into Spear of Trojan Sacrificial Gauntlet. That's like a match made in heaven. Like, you can put it on it's just mana generation and damage, really. So you can put it on Vel'Koz, you can put it on Teemo, Heimerdinger, like any unit with like a really strong spell, pretty much. But as I was saying, the Trundle rework. Now Trundle, before his AP, his damage used to scale with AP. Now the damage doesn't scale with AP anymore. So what I mean is, like, he doesn't do... Before, if you got enough AP, you could technically deal 130% of someone's health in damage. If you got enough AP. And then they had to, like, hard nerf it for a patch. But now, what AP scales is the amount of buffs that you, like... Not what you steal from them, but, like, the
buffs
the
you
ratio
receive.
on the buff. The ratio on the buff. I think that's the best way I can put it. So
Yeah.
if you were gonna steal HP from someone and you're gonna steal 100 HP, if you have enough AP to steal 300%, then you'll receive 300% of that health. But they'll still only take that 100% damage. Where before, it'll just increase the damage and then increase the health as well. Is that a good way of putting it? I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense.
I felt like that was a bit confusing, but I can't think of an easier way to explain it. Either way, so now Trundle doesn't do as much damage. He can't one-shot a tank, but he can become really, really tanky and really, really beefy, and that's always welcome. Here we have a Nidalee 2-star on stage 2. That's wild.
A little bit wild, and Syndra bringing the Gragas forward instead of chucking him to the backline. Seems like Frame TFT has an imposter among its troops.
No. Anyway.
Yes. Anyway, Nidalee just completely wiping out the team there.
Yeah. I mean, like you get a 2-star 3 cost on any stage, like any 2-star 3 cost in stage 2, and you're really happy. You're probably winning. Um, I think what happened was one Syndra threw the Gragas to the back, and the other Syndra like was just like, "Hey, come back."
Oh
We
no.
didn't mean to.
Oh no, the other Syndra actually threw the Kha'Zix to the back line, but it was
Ah,
Nidalee in the back who jumped forward, so the targeting went to the front instead of the back. Oh, a spatula being
redeemed.
picked up. Oh yeah, he.
Instantly redeemed. So yeah, that basically a lot of comps tend to round out off of like the items off of loot rounds. So like here with Krogs with that redeem spat, pretty sure Frame TFT is just gonna run the 6 redeem build.
Uh,
6 redeemed Vel'Koz. Like those items can go to Vel'Koz. You grab a Spear of Shojin. If you grab another Syndra, you can actually like upgrade and hold have Syndra as your item holder. Um
which I think he wants to do anyway here. A few stronger teams coming out. Abomination. We saw there's another redeem player, the Dawnbringer with the 2-star Nidalee. And then you just have a few teams kind of in the middle.
mhm.
But what I wanted to ask is, after this round, would you like to switch to another board to peruse what the other players are in fact playing?
Yep, definitely. I mean, like, I'm pretty set. I'm pretty convinced I know what Frame TFT is doing. Like, anytime anyone slams a spatula item, you can pretty much guess what they're going for.
Sure, man, he could be going for Nightbringers. I'm not sure.
Nightbringers +1 redeem spat. That's definitely doable, but
It's
anyway,
doable.
who
Is
do you want to swap to?
I was going to say, do you want to swap over to Makian, see what they're up to?
Sure. Oh, we've got mobile TFT over here. Hello.
Oh, we got mobile TFT. We might be switching over soon, but the quality actually looks quite good. The early Dragon Slayer with the Nightbringer Aphelios, an extremely strong comp coming out, just needing
Yep.
Diana.
So this is the very typical 4 Nightbringer 4 Dragon Slayer build. It's a reroll build where you try to hit level 7. You play standard until level 7, and then you reroll for Yasuo Lee Sin. Although with these items, would you be able to play Yasuo here? I'm not too sure.
I mean, the Aphelios is looking juicy, but I'm not sure in my right way. I know those are both good Yasuo items. Ooh,
Yeah, they're both items that could work on Yasuo, but not having a bow item hurts a little bit. You might still be able to play Lee Sin Yasuo 3-star, but you're probably looking for something a little bit different when your items are like this.
I mean, potentially, the only way I could think of, maybe something like Cursed Warmogs on the Yasuo, because you have the healing from the Gunblade.
I
It
mean,
may just be a complete.
in this build, if you get Curse Warmogs, it usually goes onto Mordekaiser.
Oh, right, my bad.
Yes, but like with a Pantheon built like that, I think a 3-star Pantheon could be pretty interesting to see.
Or I do like my 3-star Pantheon. And now
Yeah,
I must ask, would you like to quickly switch to another board, or do you want to keep watching Makian for a bit, see
we'll
what happens
we'll,
to
we'll watch
carousels?
another match, and then we'll swap when carousel hits.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a slam dunk. You have to go Dragon Slayer Nightbringer here, but it looks like Makian is
Ooh,
erring in that direction
that's the Abomination build coming through. The Shadow Warmogs on Nunu.
because
Sion's going to
these
be a tanky boy.
that Scion is pretty tanky.
But
He's
important
gonna
to
have a
note,
dual gauntlet and a sword though, unless the rod went over to him.
oh, it doesn't even matter.
Kind of hurts.
Also, I want to note, Eddie One Tune, 24 HP. Not looking too hot for our boy.
Was loose streaking over. Let's move over to Kartoffeln really quickly so that we can watch the carousel in a different perspective.
Oh no.
Alright.
Toughen picking.
Shadow Tier as the A-bomb player. You know what that's going
Ooh,
towards.
I love it.
Shadow Tier is like probably one of the stronger shadow items. Just like a lot of the items that come from Shadow Tier are really strong. But I think the best shadow item is actually Shadow Belt.
Shadow Belt is incredibly powerful. I'm
I,
also
I
quite a fan of Shadow Chain Vest, not gonna lie.
I think the best is Shadow Belt because every single item from Shadow Belt, except for maybe Sacrificial Redemption, is like usable, like really good. But Shadow Tier, Like Very Dark Blue Buff, Spectral Spear Shojin, Hand of Vengeance are so good.
Hey, there's something that came to my mind talking about items for a minute. A few, well, kind of big item changes actually, mainly with Sacrificial IE and Sacrificial Sunfire Cape. That I just want to ask your opinions for.
Yeah, so Sacrificial Infinity Edge. So for those that don't know, that item now every time you so before every time the crit activates, you'll deal self damage. So the issue with it was if you have like a sacrificial IE, and then you had like spell crit on something, every single time you activate a piece of like an aspect of damage from that spell, like a Vel'Koz ult, he would deal damage on every instance of damage. So he'll just slowly kill himself. But like now it's just every time you activate an ability or every time you attack. That's when the self damage happens. Yeah, I like the Sacrificial Infinity Edge rework. I haven't had the chance to deal with Eclipse Cape. That's the shadow version of Sunfire Cape.
Yes.
I haven't had the chance to mess around with that. It was a pretty useless shadow item before. Like I've had moments where I'm like, should I build an Eclipse Cape or should I put Chain Vest on something and then a Giant Belt on something else? And I've chosen the latter. Um, just
I mean,
because
that's fair enough.
I really didn't like that item. So I don't know what to do with that item. I'll be real with you, but I don't know. If we see one today, we can see how good it is.
I think the main problem with Eclipse Cape is you're using a belt and you're using a chain vest. You could make something like Dark Frozen Heart. Is it Dark Frozen Heart? You know what? It's
Yep.
Dark Frozen Heart now.
Yep.
You can make a Dead Man's Plate. You can make a Cursed Chie. Or you could use the Cursed Belt for like 1,000 more good items.
Yep.
Like you can make Warmogs, you can make Cursed Zeeks.
Yep.
It's
But like
just
what I'm talking about is specifically if I have no items I can make left, right? A
ooh.
choice between making an Eclipse Cape and then putting a Chain Vest on one unit and a Giant Spell on one unit, I would pick the latter.
Yeah, no.
Because I think having no completed item is better than the previous Eclipse Cape. But that was just in my opinion. Here we've got a few items out. Very Dark Blue
Ooh.
Buff.
Now,
We'll see if the Very Dark Blue Buff does go into Rise. You could also do Spectral Spear of Shojin. I've seen some people build Spectral Spear of Shojin instead of Very Dark Blue Buff on the current iteration of Rise. I want to.
yeah. I'm
Okay.
actually not sure. I'd like to still see the very dark blue buff on Rise just because of how powerful it is,
Yeah.
even with the nerfs.
Yeah. I still think it's a very obvious item combination, but we're gonna see a normal Spear of Shojin. We're gonna see a
No?
brand get built instead into a Spear of Shojin double jewel gauntlet brand. It looks like maybe a Rabadon's brand. Yeah.
There we go. I'm
That's
not
not where I expected it to go, but I think that's still really, really good.
I think that's really good, but I'm not sure how I feel about it, to be honest.
Yeah, the thing I wasn't sure about was seeing the Tarek go in over maybe the Lux or the Zyra. But
Okay.
so we had armory changes as well. I won't go into the specifics of it because quite frankly I don't remember all the specifics of it. Gets loaded dice.
I can give you a TLDR if you would like.
It's a lot of specific situations, but yes, you can give the TLDR.
Okay, so basically, Nico's help is got a very low chance on appearing from shops now, like at all stages of the game, simply because free costing 4 stars in most games was just getting too obnoxious for some players, so they decided to nerf that. Also, Reforger has got an extremely low chance. I'm not sure if they removed it or not. Yeah, Magnetic Remover and Reforger can no longer appear in armories.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically Nico help down, full items up, and spatula items down.
Yeah, that's a very good TLDR. But yeah, picking a loaded dice here from the full item armory. If you get a full item armory, that means everyone else did. So that means you're actually like a full completed item down on everyone else. But picking like a loaded dice here means that Kartoffel's probably trying to reroll this brand.
Probably trying to, but
I'm good with that. We'll see how it goes. He basically put himself into a position where he has to hit brand or bust, but only has 4 brands, so we'll see how this goes. Hand of Vengeance didn't get built yet. Maybe Kartoffel's looking for another tier off of the carousel, looking for a very dark blue buff, perhaps?
I I think finding the very dark blue buff would be good. I
I
think it's
think
a little sad that he found a Shojin from the item shop when he had to make one.
yeah. I think I saw an A-bomb spat somewhere. So he might
Oh,
get contested. Another possible one is grabbing a sword and putting an infinity edge onto the abomination.
fair to note, Makian now has the Shadow Warmocks and the loaded dice to try and find our Mordekaiser later on, as you were talking about.
Yep, and a bramble vest on that pantheon. Pretty big. So this is reroll Yasuo.
Re-
This plagued all of us last patch, and this patch only got a small nerf, like 50 damage off of the cast and a little bit damage off of the true damage. Still
just
a
a
really
bit,
good comp.
just a bit of a flick on the wrist.
Yeah.
Eddie One Tune finally using that loss streak for pure evil. Oh, I'm so happy whenever I see someone like get down to super low health and then just suddenly make the comeback. But our first friend, Bofi's 1-2-3,
Right.
1 HP.
I can't predict this, man.
I can't
Morello?
predict it. I'm still surprised it didn't go for the tier. Or the one of the shadow items available.
Yeah. I can't predict this man at all.
But maybe he's forehead while we're just trying to see a start, and I
Mm.
want to see how this is
Oh,
going.
I know where it's going now. Okay, so
Oh,
this is a transition into Invoker Renewers. I was completely wrong. I thought he was building brand, but this is an Invoker Renewer, Dawnbringer.
armor
It's a transition
items.
into a late game comp. Yeah, Karma items. You have the Sacrificial Warmogs, which is a Garen item.
Oh,
So
he's.
Morello goes on to Volibear or anyone with
Oh,
big AoE.
okay. I see where you're going with this now.
Yeah.
The only question I have is, does Kartoffen have time? He got to 8, yes, but he's now only on 11 gold.
I mean, I doubt he's gonna die on stage 4 just because he has 45 HP. You would need to like lose 2 really big fights to take 45 damage, and like this, he's only gonna take, I want to say, 15, maybe 12.
Another
Okay, never
thing
mind,
is,
5.
as we just saw, Frame TFT has the
Karma.
karma, but it doesn't even matter.
One of the randoms got knocked out.
Yep. And both of these taking
Alright.
101 damage from the surrender. Okay, he's thinking about using the loaded dice. I think he should not do it until the start of round 5. To be honest, never mind. I shouldn't even speak.
Uh, I mean, I'm on your side. I wasn't a fan of using the loaded dice just yet.
Oh, this is something I don't like. Going down from the 3 A-bomb to the 4 A-bomb without having the level 2 karma or any solid strength.
Yeah.
Ah, that damage! But
Oh, Eddie Chun is going wild.
Anytune's going wild. And I just want to say, look at the karma. As I said earlier,
There's
karma
nothing on
is
the
everything.
Karma. That Nidalee might be able to get to Karma if that Nidalee kills this Gragas, but that Karma is probably going to kill that Nidalee. Um, got caught up
Oh,
on my own words, but we'll see if the
I
transition's possible. Like, not a lot of gold to find late game units. I'm gonna be
not
real
to
with
go
you.
to find the late game units. I I personally don't like this kind of transition. If it was just the Invoker Renewer, put in the Karma, maybe put in one Dawnbringer, but keep the A-Bomb, I think
Hmm.
that would have been fine. Still keep a lot of power, still keep your Scion.
I think
Yes, you
the
would lose, but you'd gain a bit more income from the lose streak without losing too much health.
I think the issue is that Kartoffel's lost the loaded dice, has no econ to look for 5 costs, which Kartoffen is missing. Um, could very much keep what it is and still needs to 2-star his Karma. Still needs to
Oh,
upgrade
there
that,
you
but
go.
the upgrade is pretty big.
Hmm. I'm not sure about trying to keep the Gragas there.
He's probably just keeping it just because it doesn't cost any extra econ to keep. Warmog Sacrificial is... We'll see where these items go. I'm actually a pretty big fan of just Shadow Archangels on Ivern.
Yeah, I
Even
like
not in the
that.
even not in the Coven build. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think Archangels on Ivan is just generally good. Same with Heimerdinger.
Yeah.
Because they have such high natural mana costs anyway, you don't need to boost it. They still get huge amounts of HP or AP if you decide to go down that route.
Yeah.
Ooh!
I
Trickster's Glove. I
Trickster's Glove is sort of hit or miss. We'll see. Yeah,
okay.
Shroud is fine. I think either Trickster's or Shroud was definitely the pick there. Um,
He goes to safe play instead of
Ivan.
the fun play. Yep, I'm expecting him to sell the Rise further. Ivan.
Yeah, so the reason why I like Shadow Archangels on Ivan, even when he's not being fully built, is because with the Revenant. Oh, Volibear.
Volibear? Nice.
Oh, but has to get rid of don't bring a 6 for that. Awkward. The reason why I like it is because with the Revenant buff, Ivan is going to once the Revenant buff goes off, Ivan's going to lose aggro, and the aggro is going to go to Daisy instead. And after that, Ivan can keep just like grabbing mana and just keep casting with Daisy. I think it's just really, really nice.
Makian going down here. Will it be a KO?
Will be a KO. I see 3 Yasuos and 3
Yeah,
Trundles on the bench,
that's
so wasn't able to hit. One
that's
of those
unfortunate.
sad reroll moments.
Ooh,
And we
Eddie
also,
Wunchun lost his streak.
talking about the lobby, Frame TFT is still like top of the lobby, and we actually have not moved in a while. Do you want to take a
Let's
peruse around?
I kind of want to watch Eddie one. Just see how he's doing. What's going on? See him in his final moments. You know?
Yeah, and we saw Eddie One Tune before because he played against Kartoffeln, but another Karma build.
Another karma builder just like the rest of them.
So centering your Karma works against assassins, but does not work against AoE. And here, it's not gonna work very well.
Ooh.
Maybe might dodge the cannon stun though. We'll watch the
I
cannon. So that cannon's in the middle there, Soraka. Oh, that's a giant Volibear stun. Cannon doesn't even get to cast, and the Rel goes off, but the Nidalee is on top of the Karma. The Karma's dead. Nidalee's still attacking. But I don't think Wet Queef has enough units left. That Gragas just keeps healing. Goodness.
Volibear about to get his second ult off, and when he does, not much the Nidalee can do.
And you saw that he actually died mid-air, but it doesn't matter. Revenant buff, he just still pops that Nidalee. That Nidalee almost like 1v3'd.
Yeah, Nidalee is a surprisingly strong unit now, because she still gets the dodge, but now she gets more attack speed and reliant damage, I guess.
Kartoffeln picks up the Ivern, so he gets to upgrade his Ivern.
Ooh.
That's a fairly tanky Ivern.
That is a really tanky Ivan. One thing I am curious about, we got another player out now, just FYI, with Jingku.
Yeah, but that's not who I'm interested in because he's one of the
Yeah,
randoms.
not interested at all. But there was a few good items on that carousel, and we just saw the full build Jax coming in the last round. Didn't win, mind you, but I'm kind of curious to see if that Jax will be kept. The GA hopefully coming on to Garen? Maybe even to Karma just to give it a bit more survivability?
Think this GA should be definitely slammed right now, but Frame TFT, top of the lobby, is here with this redeemed Karma build.
Oh,
So many
yeah,
Karmas
no.
in this lobby. Spear Shojin Sacrificial Gauntlet. The Syndra dealt damage to that Karma. Though both the Karmas are firing away, but it's until one of the Karmas dies to the other one. They're still shooting. A little bit of lag coming out, but Eddie Tune's Karma will fall, and that is probably GG.
Never was able to slam the Guardian's Angel. I don't think it would have mattered much, but it was
Rest
a
in
good
peace.
match.
All right, we'll swap over the Frame TFT, and that's Eddie Tune being out in 5th place. So back to Frame TFT. Frame TFT with the early redeemed slam. I was expecting the 6 redeemed Vel'Koz, but here we just have a redeemed Karma build. 6 redeemed karma build even.
Having a 6 redeemed karma build. And one sec, I just have to check something very quickly, my man. Just give me a few seconds.
Are
But
you
I
checking
think
the 9 redeemed nerf?
no, I'm not checking the 9 redeemed nerf because I love it. But it seems like the stream is still on Kartoffen, I'm afraid. So they haven't been able to see what we've been discussing the entire time.
Oh,
Oh, whoops.
rest in peace.
Rest in pieces. So, well, we spectate the awesome game of Frame TFT, and here we go.
Alright, and
Wet
that's
Cleave getting smashed by Frame TFT.
with Frame TFT here with 2 redeemed spatulas. I want to
Oh, and now we're on the last free.
well
All
last
the
3
extras has been removed, and that's a redemption.
what I wanted to say was with Frame TFT on such a strong comp right now could go level 9 and with 2 redeemed spatulas could very well play 9 redeemed if they wanted to.
I want them to.
I
Frame
want them to too, but I think staying on this comp's probably the correct play. Could very much just add an Ironclad in here.
adding an Ironclad would probably be a good idea. Maybe grab the Jacks for that.
Heimerdinger.
There you go. I think I'd rather have a Heimerdinger with these items over a... No? Okay. Just checking the Volibear straight in.
Surely, no. No, I think this is a complete comp. Could consider putting out the 4 Dawnbringer, getting rid of it. Maybe looking for Teemo with the fact that he put in Ivan.
I don't mind that as much. Looking for the Teemo. He's got so much HP to spare.
I mean, like, for the entire set, 4 Invokers has always been the endgame comp. Like, if you have the money to go for it and you get the position, if you get 4 Invokers down, you're probably winning. The problem with it is it's super expensive.
Oh no, extremely expensive. You've got 2 cheap Invokers, and then you just have 2 super expensive Invokers. Oh, 3 expensive, actually.
Yes,
How many
3
Invokers are
expensive.
there?
There's 4. Syndra's the only cheap one. And then Ivan, Karma are both 4 cost, and Teemo's I guess, like a health cost. So...
Wait, what? Oh my lord, I was thinking of a separate unit. I think my head's gone into another dimension, thinking there was another low-cost Invoker. My bad.
Either way, yeah, so 4 Invokers have always been called, like, one of the late-game comps. And also the HIV combination, which is Heimerdinger, Ivan, Volibear, which is really strong trio of units for late game. Kartoffen here with another Karma. Are we all Karmas left?
I think we are all Karmas left. Let me get confirmation on this.
I think Wet Queef is a Karma.
No, there is one non-Karma player left in the lobby. Yeah, Wet Queef.
But in a Karma lobby like this,
Oh,
with the redeemed
never mind.
The redeemed buff is gonna be big. Plus the fact that... Yes?
I'm afraid to announce there are now only Karma lobbies left in this game.
Rest in peace, Wet Queef. It's gonna be Kartoffen versus Frame TFT, but Frame TFT is level 9 and Kartoffen is level 8 with no econ. Can't get anything into the comp, and Frame TFT can still fit things into the comp.
Ooh, the second Baron.
Grabbing another Mystic is pretty big because, like, at the end of the day, Kartoffen can't swap comps here. So it's going to be pretty rough. It's probably a win for Frame TFT unless Kartoffen gets some crazy RNG.
And by the looks of it, unfortunately not.
There you see Kartoffen with Ivan on the bench so that he can snipe with a Shroud of Stillness. There you go. Gets the perfect snipe off on the Karma, but it's probably not going to be that big. With 3 Mystic in and all the MR coming out of the redeemed buff, especially onto Karma as well. This is probably going to be an uphill battle for Kartoffen. Garen cast, so that means all the MR of Kartoffen's team is going down, and Karma's just sniping and destroying the front line.
Ivan getting thrown back, and Karma just gets one shot.
Yeah, that Karma got one shot, and if you didn't notice, Kartoffen's Karma was targeting Frame TFT's Karma for basically the entire fight, but that Karma's missing no health.
Ivan is just surviving. Could potentially be a draw.
I think Revenant is still active, but look
Yeah,
he has back for Kartoffeln. Casts again. Oh, oh,
this draw actually saved Kartoffel's life.
trap claw.
Maybe he trap claw.
Oh, but it's on frame TFT side, so he could deny it if he wanted to.
No,
Doesn't.
but no, he goes for the Shadow Warmog instead.
Shadow. I would have grabbed that trap claw. You can stun the karma for a little bit. It's crazy. Oh, and they
Oh,
go an upgrade. Oh no.
and
Oh
I
no.
think that's all she wrote. I don't
Probably.
think there's anything else. Mystic plus redeemed. Oh,
Full Mystic? Yep.
there we go.
This is
The,
like anti-karma.
this is the anti-karma dream while playing karma.
That karma's gonna do no damage, especially once the trap claw goes off as well.
Uh, now let us see.
Yep, they're the perfect Ivan cast as well. Once
Oh,
again,
that
the Shroud of Stillness positioning.
unfortunately. Oh, karma doesn't even need to target the karma.
Yeah. And Frame
There's
TFT's Karma, very, very healthy at the back, and Frame TFT, too many units. Doing so much damage.
that
10,000 damage.
Garen. Wait, that Garen just did.
2-star Garen. 2-star legendaries be like that. And this Ivan surely can't draw from here. But even if he does draw, it's probably going to be a loss anyway.
No matter what happens, everyone played their best. And a congratulations to Frame TFT for winning the first game of the day. Wow.
And with that round, the first match of round 5, this was match 38. Frame TFT is in first place, Kartoffeln in second, Wet Queef third. It got taken away from us, but Eddie Tune was in fifth, and our last player, Mei Kian, was in seventh.
Now, I just want to give a little bit of statistics here. 5 people that game were playing Karma or attempted to play Karma.
Today's gonna be a karma day.
Today's going to be a Karma day. But you know what? It was extremely enjoyable.
Karma's a beach.
Karma is a beach. Now, let's see if we can get Frame TFT for a few words before we head into the next round of things.
Hey boys,
Hello.
Hello.
We
did it.
You
You
did
did
it.
it. So with 2 redeemed spatulas, you gotta be pretty happy with yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, if I didn't first that, it would have been pretty bad. I
Yeah.
got so lucky. I don't know if you
Was
guys
there
saw. I got 2 karmas at 3-1 without
Oh,
rolling.
wait, what?
Yeah.
2 karmas at 3-1? Isn't that
Well,
a 2% karma?
no. I leveled. Oh no. Sorry, 3-2. I leveled a 6, and my
Okay.
the shop. Actually no. At the level 5 shop was a 2% karma, and then I rolled once and got a second karma. So
Oh my.
I want to ask you, with 2 redeemed spatulas, were you considering redeemed 9 at any point in that game?
I was. Yeah. No. I was. Well, I considered it for like 10 seconds and then realized that 9 redeemed you get 40 extra MR whereas 4 mystic you get 200. So I was like, yeah, it's not
Yeah,
really not much of a choice because the skirm guy was never beating me because he had Jax 1 the whole game.
yeah.
Um, so
And
yeah,
to be fair, that lobby had what, like 5 karma players, so
yeah. I mean, this whole meta is just Karma and Vel'Koz, so and Zyra. So it's like it's pretty much all magic damage, and there was no Philios person in that lobby, so 4
mhm.
mystic easy.
So here we can actually see you in the lobby for your next match. So how do you feel going into your next match?
Um,
Anyone to look out for?
uh, Definitely not this Godiva guy. He sucks. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Hopefully I get 2 more redeem spats. That's pretty
2
much it.
more redeemed
Just
spatulas.
just gotta hit and then we win.
I mean, even without 2 redeemed spatulas, high rolling out of your mind, do you feel confident?
If I'm uncontested, yeah. Otherwise, it's sort of just lottery, a 4-1 lottery. But yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
pretty confident.
And talking about confidence, going into the grind, because you did DQ from the first few rounds, how do
Yeah.
you feel about your chances about grinding back up to that top 8 leaderboard?
Well, I did like some. I sort of tried to figure out what I need to be able to make top 8. Like if everyone kept going as they were, and I figured out. I'm pretty sure from this point, I need to get every game needs to be a first or a second. so
That's goodness gracious me.
so yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I don't know. It's possible. I think.
I mean, you've got a first already, so that's the start of
Yeah.
your way there.
Yeah. One
Oh
game
man,
down. Only 5 to go. I think. Is it 5?
I'm around that.
Yeah.
Well,
Might
man,
be 5.
I believe fully in you, and I believed
Thank
in
you.
you in the start. So
Thank you. Thank you. Hell yeah. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll
make
do it.
make us proud and get up to
Yeah. I got this. Easy.
you. You got this. And to everyone, we will now just take a short break as we get everything ready for the next round. So go to the toilet, and we'll see you then. previous games, starting off with match 37.
So just a reminder that these were played off stream, and if this result screen looks a little bit weird to you, that's because it's a mobile TFT screenshot. So we've got Duckles in first, Nightmare Twig in second, Beethoven third, Fishball fourth, Evolvent fifth, Paddy the Panda sixth, 3-0 seventh, and Purple Fish in the eighth place. And we're swapping over to match 39, also played off stream. For that match, we had Clovis in first. We also had Keegan 7 in second, Sadaharu third, KR Mentals fourth, Saken fifth, Syrup sixth, Kadiva in seventh, and Jinx is not flat in eighth.
And we're now getting the mobile TFT supremacy with someone actually winning with it. I'm very proud of Duckles.
So on stream, we're going to have match 40 on stream for you guys today. That's going to start right now because they're going to head into their match right now. Pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure for this match, every single player is master or above.
Which will be very exciting to witness.
And they're all pretty big. They're all pretty high in terms of points. I'm pretty sure most of them are on the ladder.
Well, I'm pretty sure all of them are on the ladder, unfortunately. But yes, most of them are on the leaderboard.
Yeah, of course they're mostly on the ladder, but like on the leaderboard. And a lot of these names they're really, really strong players. Most of them have a first place under their belt. I know definitely Duckles, Beethoven, Purple Fish, Fishball, and Shoxy have. I think I remember seeing a G Money first place. 3-0 might have a first place, and who am I missing? Purple.
Evolvent.
No, I'm missing somebody.
Evolvent.
Evolvent. I don't remember Evolvent getting a first place.
Yeah,
Maybe not on stream. Maybe not on stream. Yeah.
We do have the crowd favorite G Money with us today, so maybe he can pull out something to once again appease the crowds before us.
But yeah, definitely. Everyone's so good. And once again, we're starting on Beethoven. He's sort of like being the hero of the stream. Wouldn't you say?
I would say he has definitely been the hero of the stream. Beethoven, the most iconic player with his Warwick Vladimir builds, going through, unfortunately, a pretty hard time with his Discord account getting completely hacked. But that, even getting completely hacked, our boy cannot be held back. And this is a rare event, selling a Warwick with a rod. I
am quite baffled. The Shadow Staff did get nerfed last patch, but I feel like Beethoven was playing the reroll comp even before it was good. So
even before it was good, I've even seen him playing it after the nerf. It's still a decent comp, and wow,
yeah, I am surprised. Beethoven's gone off the rocker, I guess. Draconic?
I think he's looking for Vladimir.
Yeah, okay, so still going Vladimir. Okay. Phew.
Okay.
Do you know that last week Beethoven said, "Remind me never to play Warwick again"?
Yeah, I can see why. Two other players are trying to spam the Warwick.
No, he said, "Remind me never to play Warwick again," but he said that he's still gonna play Vladimir.
Yeah. Oh no, I was just saying in the lobby there are two other players with the Warwick. That.
All right, so Beethoven's just gonna econ lost streak.
I am very excited to see how this lost streak goes. Because 2 LeBlancs early, even with the nerf damage, still pretty strong.
Really?
I'd say it's relatively strong. Oh, deciding to instead go for a bit more of a sturdy comp.
I think this is weaker, actually. Beethoven's really just trying to lost streak for the maximum amount of damage as well. That's going to be pretty big in terms of damage. That's two 3-stars. What? 2 2-stars? Goodness.
2 2-stars, 1 free cost. Yeah, not much can get past that. Early Legionnaire, 2-star Aatrox, and Callista, plus Deluxe.
It doesn't matter. Beethoven's not trying to win anyway. He's trying to get into an early loss streak, build economy from the guaranteed loss streak. For the most part, guaranteed.
Most part guaranteed. Purple Fish taking 8 damage, and then Beethoven taking 6.
So the reason why Purple Fish took 8 damage was probably because they lost to someone on level 4. Shadow tier, there you go.
Or I
Man,
think
Beethoven just keeps like getting on the highs from the Vladimir comp on
I
stream.
think what I'd like to see here is him putting the Shadow Archangels onto the Udyr for now.
No,
Because he won't be able to win with it. It's not that strong. Oh, would it be
it's
too powerful?
it's a possibility, but when your goal is to loss streak, why would you risk? Because if you get
Yeah,
one
yeah.
win, it's so bad for you. So like, why would you risk that when you
Oh,
can just keep losing?
okay, I see what you mean. Him choosing to instead sell the Udyr.
Yeah, because that's a 2-star.
2-star, too powerful.
I mean, he's probably gonna lose with that comp anyway because he had no synergies. But like, better safe than
Oh,
sorry. 3-0 here with a redeemed start with a 2-star Warwick. Just getting placed in there. That's gonna be another loss for Beethoven. 8
God, that's
damage, that's maximum amount again.
getting pretty hard hit. Now still a little above Purplefish, but now he's confirmed for getting first pick on the carousel, which is
He's
definitely good
only
for his build.
confirmed if he loses another round, which let's be real, he's gonna lose another round.
He's gonna lose another round.
But like technically if he wins this and then Duckles loses his for the max amount, then he will lose his spot in the carousel. But that's just talking like semantics, you know?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, there's something just satisfying about this. Just the amount of purple on screen right now. I'd love it if he made it symmetrical.
It's the trapezium comp.
The trapezium. Okay, someone's going
G
forgotten.
money. Yeah, G money with forgotten. A lot of forgotten units. This is a prime spot to go for forgotten reroll. Blue buff those. Tells me something a little bit different.
Oh, the flying Warwick missing his target. That was quite. I've never seen that before, actually. Not that interaction.
I'm gonna maul at nothing.
I'm going to jump. Maybe he just wanted to play fetch. Maybe Warwick just wanted a hug.
Alright, so now carousel. This is gonna be pretty important for Beethoven to grab a tier or a rod off of the carousel. Was the first pick to come towards him. That Lulu's coming towards him. That's pretty good. So if you look at what items he's gotten so far, I would grab the rod.
I would grab the rod as well.
So the reason I would grab the rod is if I remember correctly, I think he got the rod off of loot. So how the TFT mechanics works is the more you get a certain item component, the less likely you are to get it off of loot in the future. So if he got rod off of loot, then he is technically less likely to get rod in the future. Off of loot.
Okay, that's something I never actually knew.
So if you're looking for 2 items, if you're trying to force a build and you're looking for 2 items, say you need, in this case, rod and a tier, since he's already dropped rod from loot, he should grab rod so that he's more likely to get tier. Like I say more likely, the likelihood's like, I want to say a difference of about 3%, 5%. It's something small, but it could be something nice to know, you know?
A small amount is still a significant amount, especially with all the items in the pool.
Especially when you're forcing a comp, anything to make your chances better is better.
Definitely. Small things matter.
That's only if he got the rod off of loot. There's a chance Beethoven could have gotten that rod off of carousel, but I think he got a Negatron start off of carousel.
Now here's where the problem starts showing himself. He has to stabilize eventually, and he needs to find this Vladimir ASAP. Otherwise, he's just gonna be in a sinking ship.
He's gonna be in a sinking ship, but this is how Beethoven plays. He sinks his ship early, and then he rises back from the ashes.
Gonna rise back from the ashes. Still no Vladimir's found in the shop.
He always ints stage 2 early, and then he rises back somewhere in stage 3. In this game's probably gonna be a little bit later than 3-1. He's probably gonna rise up around 3-3, I wanna say. Get somewhere stable.
Somewhere stable, looking kind of spicy. But G Money on the win streak at that moment.
And G Money on the win streak, not only in the game, but on the ladder as well. I've just been told by our producer that he has 5 first places, and I believe G Money is actually first on the leaderboard before round 5. So
Ooh.
Kudos to him.
Kudos to him, indeed.
It'll be
Yeah.
it'll be nice if Beethoven could kill some units, but he's taking so much damage.
He doesn't have any strength. He doesn't have his core damage dealer at the moment, but
Yeah, so taking this much damage is a little bit dicey, as you said. He is planning on lose streaking, but losing this much health in general means that he gets less time to stay on his lose streak. He's got to stabilize earlier. So he might have to like roll down a lot more than otherwise. There's the
oh,
first
he
Vladimir.
first one coming out.
And then we've got 4 LeBlancs. I don't think LeBlanc is worth it.
I don't think so, but hopefully.
Yeah. I don't think LeBlanc's worth it, but we want to see a tier off of this loot. So Krugs, if you have any Krugs, please give us a tier. That's a grey orb. Beethoven should be getting more item components because he had a 2-item start off of stage 2. So this should be a double item drop, unless
Unless
my
it's
goodness.
not.
This is
Well,
not where you want to be.
Vinny, Oh, there we go, there we go. I was about to say, I don't want to be the pessimist, but it doesn't look like our boy's gonna live, but maybe.
Yeah,
just
but
maybe.
not getting a lot of items early is pretty
Ooh.
rough. It's gonna be harder to stabilize. Probably
Honestly?
needs to level and look for his Morgana, which is probably what he's doing right now.
I actually kind of want to say maybe it would have been worth just holding on to the 2 LeBlancs. Because Freestyle LeBlanc still stuns.
No, I don't think 3-star LeBlanc is worth it at all.
It's still decent. It's not a bad unit. It doesn't do damage, but that's the main thing. It's the stun duration is up.
So the reason why I don't like it is because the thing with these reroll comps is since you're rolling so early, you need bench space more than anything. With only 9 bench spots, looking for upgrades is really hard. So if you start like looking for LeBlanc upgrades, that means you're not holding units for other. You're not holding copies of other units, right? So 3 spots should go to Vladimir no matter what. After that is probably going to be Lissandra and then Soraka.
Okay.
Like there's no spot for LeBlanc, really.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
If he had like 6 LeBlancs already or like 5 LeBlancs already, I could see it. Probably the Shadow Cloak.
Definitely the Shadow Cloak. A Rel and Tarek being found.
There we go.
There's our boy.
There's our boy Morgana. Still needs another unit. Rel's just gonna go in for now. Beethoven's gonna slow roll. We should probably swap off to another perspective. Let's see if we can see G Money, because I mentioned them before.
Okay, let's go over to G Money, see what he's doing.
This is very low quality, and that's already a karma.
That is a... I feel like we've seen this before, but I can't remember where.
The 5% karma on 3-2. I wonder who in their winner interview says that that's pretty much like high rolling out of your mind. But here with like built karma as well, that's gonna be big. And that Zyra targets the karma actually, but that Warwick's gonna tear away at that Zyra. I don't actually know who G Money's fighting right now, but G Money's gonna continue their win streak. Has a Draven in the shop, doesn't even need to buy it as well.
I don't think he even wants to buy it at this stage, just keeping the Brawlers in. Even though he has 2 Forgotten, it's just not worth getting it. He doesn't have the items for Draven, no point worrying about it.
Like, even though there's a very obvious, like, slot there where Forgotten and Legionnaire can go in, if you look at the left side where his traits are, losing the Econ from Draven, probably not worth it. And that's a Hecarim upgrade. That's big.
This
is a really strong board.
It's beefy, you got your damage dealer now, and you have enough frontline to protect the karma. Not many assassin players, besides Beethoven's LeBlanc, I guess, not even really counting as an assassin. But Purple Fish suddenly going down to 46 HP.
Yeah, so seeing G Money grab this Nidalee makes me wonder, is 1-star Nidalee better than 1-star Riven? I don't know.
Maybe. Certain situations.
I don't know after the Nidalee changes in the last patch. I just don't know. But I can say one thing for sure, and Riven has a stun, so that's better towards protecting your karma. But we saw a few Nidalees pop off last round, and this Riven needs to die.
Well, there you go. There's your answer.
Yeah,
Nilly not
well,
doing much damage. The Riven might have been a stronger pick, but Nilly going into the backline just allows her to get hit and get the Dawnbringer proc off, which I guess is
yeah.
the logic.
But like Riven can do that at the same time as well.
Yeah.
And Riven has a stun attached to her, and Nidalee no longer has any utility. She doesn't have any. Oh wait, no, she still has some dodge chance, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's got 40. I think it's 45 or 35% dodge chance base.
Yeah, I think she's just got a flat dodge chance, but with that, maybe the G money, the dodge chance could be seen as utility because she tanks a little bit more. But yeah, it's puzzling.
That's so. 45% dodge chance, I have just been told.
Thank you.
45 dodge chance is
It's nothing to
pretty
scoff at.
good.
Nothing to
Yeah.
scoff at. And G Money's gonna grab a Shadow Rod, still win streaking on the stage 3 carousel, by the way. Probably gonna level, is my guess.
Ooh. See the Mordekai's a bit. Not the right comfort, unfortunately.
Mordekaiser could go in actually instead of Nidalee.
I think it could. It's definitely not a bad pick, especially with the Riven in there as well, just for early on.
It's not the right comp, but he can just go in for a little bit, just for the Legionnaire buff, but also the fact that he's just a big tank. Just 5
I,
Dawnbringers is the choice instead. Even
Something
though,
I want to say is it could go into Dragon Slayer, which is not the worst for a Karma build. Not the best, but
yeah, you could hold Dragon Slayer for now. Beethoven here is probably gonna get his ass whooped.
yeah, that LeBlanc damage nerf can be seen here.
Yeah. I mean that LeBlanc damage nerf like came in like 3 different folds and they came like a few patches ago. We know like LeBlanc can't be a carry anymore.
Can't be a carry. Got slapped, got whacked. No more chains, only little pieces of rope.
Mm-hmm.
And also, didn't even matter. Karma's still just one-shotting the backline, and the
I
front
mean,
line being able to deal with Vladimir thanks to the Sunfire Cape on the Hecarim. Or is that actually Eclipse?
that's Eclipse Cape.
That's Eclipse Cape. There you go.
Yeah, and the nice thing about Eclipse Cape on Hecarim is he tends to survive for more than 8 seconds of the fight. So after that, after the first 8 seconds of the fight, Hecarim is most likely just going to have a free better Sunfire. Oh, that being said, we have not talked about the Eclipse Cape rework. So instead of having Eclipse Cape active going on for the entirety of the fight, it's only the first 8 seconds. So I guess it's a buff more than anything. So having it going only for the first 8 seconds is if your tank survives past 8 seconds, it's really, really strong because you got better Sunfire Cape.
And here we just have a Leona with the regular Sunfire Cape.
Yeah, and the other thing didn't I didn't realize until I saw that match just now, that Eclipse Cape, even though Hecarim usually lives, it does reduce his own grievous wounds. So he actually didn't heal that much. I might
No,
be
he does not.
completely wrong about this.
I mean, it's 8 seconds. I'm not sure. I think it's an okay item if you have to make it. Especially for a comp like this, you just need tankiness for your karma, so it's not the worst choice when you just need to make tankiness quickly.
Three
But,
star, 3-star Vladimir out of Beethoven.
ooh.
But yeah, I completely like go back on my own words. Hecarim does usually live past 8 seconds of the fight, but with the Eclipse Cape coming in, hurting his own healing, he's probably not as durable
Ooh.
as you would expect.
Well, that's something to increase his durability with Stoneplate. Second karma being found. One more to go.
I don't think that Hecarim's staying in the build. I think G Money's just keeping it for early, and he's gonna swap into a Dawnbringer build late. Looking for a Karma upgrade, perhaps. Only
Looking
needs one
for.
more, 15%.
I would. I'm not
Alright.
sure. I am slightly tempted for him to roll here. The Stoneplate coming out. Potentially going on Garen later, maybe?
He did roll a little bit. Are we gonna see a second gauntlet, or is he going to wait for the armor for the chance at an armory?
Chance in the armory at this point. I'm not sure if components are a thing anymore.
They are. They definitely are. That happened in the last patch. That was one of the armory changes.
Oh, you're
Well,
right.
component armories on 4.2 are more likely, but yeah, with the armory change 2 patches back, not guaranteed to have an armory here, but very likely. So we'll see how it goes. This Lux is in the corner, and that
Ooh.
means she's gonna be pretty big. But the Kha'Zix is not gonna cast. My bad. The Karma's gonna one shot her before the Kha'Zix even gets to get his isolation damage off. Shoxy is at the bottom of the lobby right now. Beethoven got a win in. Free Zero and G Money still win streaking for quite a while. Free Zero on a 5 win streak, meaning he won the entirety. Up
There we go.
3-2 onwards. Hand of
That is
Vengeance.
Hands of Vengeance. I like it.
I'm
And
fine with
now,
the I'm fine with the Hand of Vengeance going in because it does mean that your karma now comes with healing. But the Archdemon Staff of Immortality is a little bit awkward, as considering the fact that the Shadow Archdemon Staff did get nerfed in the last patch. A Viego here is pretty big. Could go level 8 and put that Viego in if you want to protect your win streak.
I mean,
But
I honestly think Archdemon's still fine. You're still getting a large chunk of HP. It just means champions with lower mana pools can't use it as effectively.
I think that the nerf was pretty substantial personally. But yeah, the Viego gonna be in here is gonna be pretty big as well. If he's able to find a skirmisher, could just go to level 8. If he's able to find an invoker, could just go to level 8, and just have so much time to look for his late game units.
Also, I must ask, would you like to see another board after this, perhaps?
Yes, I have a feeling that G Money's going to be in this match for a while. So yes, we can swap.
We
Oh,
can so the common
that's gonna be the first loss, and Purplefish finally delivering a loss to G Money. If he
Hands
went
of
level 8
Vengeance.
there, would have lost a lot of gold. So I guess my suggestion was wrong.
I definitely think it would have been a alright chance to go level 8, but he just doesn't have anything stronger to put in, which is the
Mm-hmm.
main problem with going to 8.
Cannon. 6
Cannons
Dawnbringers. No, I
6.
mean, I'm just mentioning the cannon in the shop. Okay,
Oh
let's
yeah,
swap
yeah.
over. Let's take a look in on Evolvent as an
Evolvent
apology. Yeah, an apology for forgetting Evolvent before.
or Evolvent. Luckily, we still love him. And there we see someone building the Vel'Koz.
So Evolvent was no, it was Free Zero that was on the win streak before.
Yeah, Freezer building the Vel'Koz by the looks of it. Evolvent building the
Beethoven.
Aphelios. Oh, Beethoven having to put the GA onto the Vladimir, which is
It's an alright third item. It's an
yeah.
alright third item.
Oh, it's not just a GA; it's a curse GA. That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, you do revive with more health, considering I think you revive with like 80% of your health, if I'm
80.
not mistaken.
That is correct.
So having a lot of health means he revives with a lot of health, as opposed to normal GA where you revive with a flat amount of health.
Oh, Aphelios barely living there. Going to have to try and one-shot the Vladimir. Doesn't happen.
Yeah, if Evolvent wants to win against that Vladimir in the future, it needs to build a giant Slayer. And even with
Does
a giant Slayer, it's a little bit awkward.
doesn't have any room on the Aphelios though, unfortunately.
Yeah, but he'll always have a second Ranger
Oh
alongside
yeah,
the
true.
Aphelios.
Has the Negatron can try and go for a Dragon's Tooth here.
I think Dragon Claw is a really good pickup off the
Yeah.
carousel.
Wait, did I just say Dragon's Tooth? My apologies. Oh,
Yeah,
and the G Money took it.
my question is, did G Money want something else and then just grab the Negatron cloak because he saw Evolvent going for it, or did he actually want the Negatron cloak?
I think the Negatron Cloak was. I'm trying to think of what G Money had item wise.
Tier. Okay, probably just wanted the. Oh, actually, not tier. He built
Yep.
it into something. I don't know
Yeah.
what he built it into. I missed it, but
I think he
either
built the
way,
Archdemons earlier. I'm not sure. We
yeah.
can check on that later to see what's happening.
Since Evolvent was so keen on the Negatron cloak, like, is definitely going for the Negatron cloak. Like, taking a pick away from the person that's in second place, that's right behind you, is pretty big. Um, Having Aphelios here is pretty strong. I feel like Dragonclaw would have been really big only because we had Frame TFT mention it earlier, but we have a lot of MR in the
Ooh.
MR AP damage in the current meta.
Yeah.
So I
Having
feel like
something.
yes,
No, you go. You go.
no,
Because I think we were about to say the exact same thing.
no, just go.
I was going to say, yeah, no, I completely agree. There's so much AP damage. Having something like Dragon's Claw or having Mystics just teched in Magic resist is more important than ever in the current meta.
Yeah, we see a lot of people when they have flexible comps, they do pivot to including Mystics. We saw Frame TFT do that last game. Where in a lot of AD metas, we see people pivot to Ironclad as well. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like the only two AD comps in the current meta are like what
and
Draven and
Aphelios.
Aphelios. Yasuo technically is an AD comp, but it's also true damage, so like armor doesn't really help you. And then you have what, like a whole bunch of like smaller comps that can be played but aren't played as much, like skirmishes or Riven, those sort of things.
Draconic to a certain extent. And here we actually see the Freestar Zyra coming out of Purplefish.
Yeah, the Abomination Zyra build. This plays Draconic early, tries to get 3-star Zyra, and then swaps off of Draconic, and then just plays with 3-star Zyra, which is how a lot of Draconic builds go. That's gonna be pretty big. Purplefish dealing damage to Evolvent as well. Purplefish was the one that ended G Money's win streak as well, but he's on 12 HP. That's
He's
not
on
good.
12 HP, no room for error, but couldn't make the comeback. And here's Free Zero. The Shadow GA finally showing its value. You killed the Vladimir. You gotta kill it all over again.
Yeah. GA's always just been really nice on those units that win in overtime. So not win in overtime, that like to store.
Ooh.
Especially because with GA you can turn aggro off of your main unit as well.
Ah,
I want to see where Evolvent is going with this. I'm guessing since it's an Aphelios build, probably I've seen 4 Ranger 4 Mystic variations of
Aphelios?
Aphelios. Yes, I've also seen 4 Nightbringer versions of Aphelios. So we'll see where this goes. Not buying the Rise tells me that he's not going the 4 Mystic version.
One thing I do want to note, he's not the only Mystic Aphelios player in the lobby.
Is this a
And
Draven? No, not buying. He didn't buy the Rise.
it's selling the
This is definitely some sort of transition. I'm just trying to figure out what the transition is.
he's going Nightbringers by the looks of it. I am
He swapped to 4 Nightbringers only because he didn't find whatever unit he was looking for. No, it's Aphelios. It's Aphelios.
it's Aphelios.
Yeah, if
I
he used the
am
Nikos, I want to see. I want to see what his end goal is.
I want to see what his end goal is, but that Aphelios just
Eesh.
covered nearly 2-shotting Aphelios. Nidalee now just on the Aphelios, and there you go.
That's a double crit onto that Aphelios. G Money's gonna take out a big chunk of Evolvent's HP. Yeah, Deathblade Runin's Last Whisper being your items on the Aphelios means the Aphelios doesn't get any healing. Typical Aphelios items goes Guinsu's Bloodthirster, but I think Deathblade Runin's Last Whisper is still really, really strong. Because having Deathblade Runins, that's like a very strong combo. Because with Runins, you get a splash damage, so you're more likely to charge up your Deathblade. And Runin's Last Whisper is also really strong. Oh, Shoxy! Oh!
Shoxy barely surviving. The
Nightbringer.
Nightbringer emblem.
Where does this go?
Nightbringer allows. I'm not
Rel?
sure.
Some
That's
sort of
the-
front line?
That's the 2-star rel. That's potentially the.
Oh, he's got 2 units he wants to buy here, but not enough space.
Selling the Yasuo. And there we go, chucking in for the Forgotten trait as well.
Nightbringer Rel, interesting.
Nightbringer rel, I don't mind that because of the shielding, but
Yeah.
you're losing a lot of damage from the passive.
I think the shielding is fine in and of itself. I'm just trying to see where this transition goes. With that, the way he handled that transition, still not able to buy the Diana as well. So I think he might have abandoned the Diana. Here we have the 6 redeemed with the Lux carry build. I love Lux carry so much. But Lux gonna
carry is
get brought to
great.
the front, and this Aphelios is stacking up Deathblade. That's a huge cost.
Huge cast, but not enough. One thing I have noticed is he's missing the Sejuani, which would be huge for the rel right now.
Yeah, but he doesn't have enough money to look for any units right
Ooh,
now.
Choxy barely surviving. Duckles also down at 6 HP.
Man, this is such a rough lobby. Like when you consider the fact that Duckles and Shock. Oh, there's your Sejuani.
There's
When
the
you
Sejuani.
when you consider the fact that Duckles and Shoxy are like 6 and 5 HP right now. Oh, Kindred. Oh, but do you have enough money?
There isn't enough money. Potentially could sell to Rel for the cheaper. Instead, chooses to opt to sell to Nautilus.
I like that. I like
I
that.
like this. And gets the free Cavalier as well. Not a huge loss, especially with automatic damage comp.
Needs to
I'm
get the
glad
chalice down though.
needs to get the Chalice down.
There we go.
Manages to do so. I like how he's putting Fresh into Chalice, just getting a bit more damage. But
Alright, and this is one of the comps that
oh
has a lot
no.
of trouble against Vladimir because
I don't know if you noticed. That's a renewer Teemo in the backline.
oh
I think he
no.
has 6 renewers.
Oh no, Beethoven has reached supremacy.
Beethoven has reached critical mass.
And Evolvent rapidly going down the ladder on the right side. Now at risk of going out at bottom 4. When we joined
Oh no.
Evolvent, looked like they
Shoxy's
were top
going to
4.
fall. And
Goodbye,
that's
Shoxy.
no.
Never mind. Oh, because it's Abomination. Abomination doesn't add any extra damage.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Because Abomination is a summon unit, just like the
No,
Doppelgangers.
Shoxy's dead.
Oh,
It's the
that
glitch.
bug. It's that bug.
I hate that bug. It gives you hope and then it just slaps your face.
So sometimes the calculation can go wrong with how Abomination is calculated and the Doppelhellions. So that you can be like live for a bit and like you said, give you hope and then just die.
Yeah, I do not like that at all. But hey, you got the Darius.
Darius pretty
Potential.
big. That's Knights as well. He's got all his units. The only issue is none of them are upgraded. Doesn't have any money to look for upgrades. This
And the Aphelios, while it's strong, it's not
Kindred.
found to Kindred. Rolling on prayers here needs to try and find something.
Yeah, I mean Donkey Rolling just hoping for something that puts you at basically a little bit stronger. Can't do much else, sadly. That bow's probably gonna go onto the Darius or Kindred.
The Kindred probably a safer bet here, but
But Darius going in here is pretty big because he does reduce armor on everyone that his spell affects. That Aphelios
oh
is still safe. I don't think that Vel'Koz is going to target the Aphelios. Maybe not, but no, it
no.
did just before the Aphelios got to cast that Karma. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw that. The enemy Kindred actually saving the Vel'Koz from fatal damage.
Yeah. I said Karma. I completely stumbled over my own words. Evolvent is dead here. The Darius one shot that Vel'Koz, but not before the Aphelios died, so he had no carry left. That's gonna be Evolvent out of commission. We're gonna head over to Beethoven's point of view, see
I
how
want to
he's
see
been
this.
doing since we've left him. The
I want
3-star.
to see this. It's
I've
this action.
noticed he's hit 3-star Vladimir, 3-star Lissandra, and you said it might be a 6 renewer.
It was a 6 renewer, though. He got the renewer emblem on the Teemo, and it's 6 renewer.
That's a 2-star Teemo.
It's a 2-star Teemo with 4 items plus renewer.
And he's level 8.
I don't think I'm gonna call it right now. I do not think Beethoven can lose it from here.
I mean, G Money's pretty strong, and G Money has that Karma in the middle. No cast out of the Heimerdinger just yet. The Heimerdinger dies just before he casts, but that Karma's still spreading around damage. Teemo's spreading around damage as well. Karma's still alive, but Karma's left alone. Gonna get the splash out, but it's not gonna heal off of it. G Money takes damage from Beethoven.
Teemo just flying shrooms out. Vladimir just healing his health as he's taking damage.
And
Recovering.
Purple Fish on the Abomination Zyra gets knocked out. Fishball's still fighting?
Fishbowl is fighting for his life against 3-0, and he wins!
Yeah, so that means Purple Fish is confirmed to be in 6th place. Bramblevest?
Bramblevest is pretty big.
I think it's really good here, but he can't really put it on any units other than, I guess, his frontline.
You can put it on the Ivan, could put it on the Morgana, potentially.
Heimerdinger.
Favorite from the Karma a little bit, stopping the magical crits.
Yeah, the Karma, and then I believe there's also a Vel'Koz with a crit gauntlet in this lobby as well.
Yes.
Nico's help.
Okay.
Man, Beethoven must be so happy. He can go level 8 and then put level 8, level 9 and put the volley bear in if he wanted. Level 2-star volley bear as well.
I think here you just go 9, yeah. No point trying to save money when you can just become instantly stronger. That Ivan
I mean, at this
becoming a
point,
bit of a monster.
if you lose one round, you could just die. It's likely not going to happen, but
Ooh. And there's the 2-star volley bear. A full team of 2 stars.
Beethoven's so strong.
Beethoven is currently the favorite to win. Finding another Teemo.
Probably not going to buy it.
No, you can't buy it here. You can't get to 3-star, and having 2-2-star Teemos just isn't worth it.
Here's the Lux, and that volley bear is going to be so big. All the shields are out. Volley bear, when are you going to cast? He's going to AoE everything. Everything is bunched up. Shield comes out from Lux. Shield comes out from Rel, and volley bear casts. He cancels all of your shields. You have no shields. You have no units.
Vladimir just getting a skill after skill off, just slowly scaling HP.
Yeah,
Lux
he's scaling,
through.
but that's not the main threat here. There's so many threats in this team from Beethoven, Teemo, Heimerdinger, everything.
I want to see if we see a carousel here, I'd love to see an AP item go on the volley bear. No carousel, but top 4 has been decided. Fishbowl has fallen. And that is that. The people now remaining playing for the top 4.
Heimerdinger, oh my goodness. If he gets the Heimerdinger upgrade, that's going to be so disgusting. Could find a Heimerdinger on Carousel as well to just seal out the game, you know, against G-Money. Duckles 3-0 on a little bit of life left.
I don't think if either of them tries to fight, I don't think they have the power to break through this comp.
Yeah, Ophelio is coming out of Duckles.
Diana goes the wrong way.
Okay,
Teemo
that's pretty big.
Teemo hits Ophelius.
Yeah, that means the attack speed slow from Teemo is going to go into the Ophelius. Ophelius is going to not do a lot of damage, but that Ophelius is still alive. Doesn't really matter.
Cavalier Lee Sin tanking for a while, but it's not enough. And the next player is down.
You can only tank so much if all of your units are dying.
Duckles has fallen to 4th place. Still a respectable place.
3-0 looks like they're going to get knocked out here. See if they take more damage than Duckles.
Nope. 3-0 has fallen to 3rd place.
Minus 14 versus minus 15. That was the difference between 3rd and 4th.
Or Kindred being picked up.
Dun dun dun. So this is 4 Mystic. G-Money has swapped to the 4 Mystic build just to counter the damage a little bit. That's going to be that's going to play dividends for G-Money in his survivability of his units. Those tanky units does also have 2-star Garen and 2-star Volley Bear. They both have such strong late game boards.
Both their boards just built for the late game. And a little bit of quick math for you. As long as 2 units on the side of G-Money dies, Beethoven will live even in a loss. And there you go. The Teemo Shroom's just coming out. But Karma.
RNG goes. If it goes onto Teemo and it manages to kill Teemo, it's going to be pretty big. Teemo's not killing the Karma.
Vladimir fell. His GA is down. But his HP is starting to get too big for the Karma to deal with.
Yeah, and we saw that Vladimir not play a big part in previous fights, and now the Heimerdinger is going to be a threat too.
Oh my god, the volley bear.
Zephyr. They both get Zephyrs.
They can both get Zephyrs, but the Chalice of... No?
What's he building with Teal?
No, he had a... Wait.
Sword.
Shojin on his Ivan.
That's pretty big.
And there's the second Heimerdinger just to make sure, you know.
And now Beethoven's comp can't get any stronger than this. And G-Money's comp can still upgrade a Kindred, but for the most part is probably at its end game. So it's up to positioning from here between both players with 47 HP versus 21 HP. G-Money has probably take a few hits. Beethoven might lose if he takes a bad hit, but I don't think he will. Probably 2 hits left in the tank for him as well. I would like to see Beethoven move his units away from each other just so that the Karma splash damage doesn't go on everything.
Ooh, chasing to Zephyr the Volley Bear. One thing I do want to just quickly note, I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh yeah. that Vladimir before has shown he's able to die as long as the Garen can hit it and the Karma focuses it early on, but that's not what happened. As long as he,
I
as
think the
long
issue.
as
Alright, let me finish. So I think the issue is if Karma focused Vladimir early on, that means all the backline threats from Beethoven live. I think that Karma needs to kill the Heimerdinger. It needs to kill the Teemo. Otherwise, Karma's gonna die.
that is true. So I've got a trade offer. Zephyr the Vladimir. It's the only real scaling unit on the team. It allows Karma
Yep.
a few seconds to hit the backline, maybe deal with it.
Mhm.
The Volibear then becomes the problem. But as long as Kindred can survive and get the ult off for the Karma,
Yep.
that shouldn't matter too much.
I would still like to see the positioning get moved a little bit, just so that because you saw they're gonna
Oh,
come attack the baby dragon, so that's gonna splash
yeah.
onto the Teemo. I guess it could charge the Teemo because he does have a newer trait, but that Garen destroyed the Teemo. Let's see if
There we
this.
go.
Oh my goodness, Heimerdinger is dead too. Let's see if Vladimir's able to carry. Oh,
Anti-healing coming onto the Vladimir, but it's not
Karma's-
enough.
Karma's casting. Karma's casting.
It's
but-
not enough. The anti-healing's not coming back. Vladimir's HP is just too much.
She's just
Karma-
charging the Vladimir at this point. Vladimir's probably gonna 1v3 all of these unless
Oh my
we
god!
need some big crits. Big crits.
Karma needs to
Crit.
crit a few more times. Oh,
Crit.
but the Vladimir's
Oh.
just healing 4,000 HP per second.
It actually looked like that Karma might have been able to win for a while. Infinity Edge probably not going to help too much.
Chuck it on your Soraka. Give her a bit more damage, you know. Make her feel some love. But I'm curious to see what G Money has obtained.
I can actually scout that for you really quick.
That would be lovely, my friend.
G Money has a Frozen Heart.
That is, unfortunately, not going to be much help. Maybe give his Volibear a bit more mana.
It's probably going to go into Volibear or Nidalee, because those are the two units
Ooh.
that jump into the back. Infinity Edge, just put on the Ivan, why not?
I like it. I
yeah,
like
not
the
gonna-
balls in this man.
Not going to change too much. G Money taking 2 big hits from Beethoven. Beethoven on the 9-win streak for quite a
Beethoven
while.
looking for the 3-star Heimerdinger by the looks of it. I respect that.
I mean, that's the only way his comp can improve from here. Like, he's upgraded everything. I would like to note stage 7. So, one loss here is probably going to be death.
Indeed. I think if Beethoven does lose, possibly he could chuck into Kindred instead of the Vladimir.
Frozen Heart went onto the Ivan instead of the Nidalee. Not what I
Oh,
expected.
wait, he can't. Never mind, never mind.
Oh, he can't put it onto Nidalee. My bad.
Oh, this is...
Oh, that's an alive Karma, but that's also an alive Vladimir. Vladimir gets stunned. G Money
No.
has so many units left, but
What
this is more than
happened?
before.
No, that's not enough.
That's dead. Wait, he's dead.
Beethoven
22
gets sniped. G-Money winning in a fantastic fashion for game 2 of the day.
I guess G Money just got their upgrades in, and that's going to be a comeback from G Money in the last bit of that game.
The comeback king has come back once again. G-Money taking the first place, followed by Beethoven in a close second. Then 3-0 Duckles taking the top 4. Fishbowl, Purplefish, Evolvin, and Shoxy rounding up the other places in the match. This
like to
was...
know-
Oh, sorry, you go, my friend. What
When
would you
you
like to
have
know?
a lobby where Shoxy's in 8th place, Fishball is in 5th place, Purplefish is in 6th place, that's a stacked lobby.
That is a stacked lobby. But I think in the end, it did come down to what you exactly said, actually. He didn't spread his units, which he couldn't really do. And he didn't move his front line at all.
I think spreading your units against Karma is really, really big because Karma's got splash damage. So having 2 units standing next to each other when Karma triple cast, both of them are getting hit by the splash damage. They're both essentially taking double damage. So like having the Zeeks on the Heimerdinger is pretty important, but like other than that, it's you're taking extra damage. But I think what G Money did was they actually swapped in the Lulu into the comp because they've got a one
Ooh.
Lulu right there. So I think the Lulu polymorphed the Vladimir, which is why the Vladimir wasn't able to reach Exodia mode anyway. But either way, that's it for the second match of round 5. That was match 40, I believe.
That was indeed match 40.
I don't think we have results for any of the other matches. Oh, do we? Okay. So I've just been told by our producer we do have the results for the other matches, so we'll see if we can get that on screen for you guys. These were the off-stream matches that were played.
Okay.
All right.
And
All right, you
okay.
can go ahead.
Oh, my apologies. We have Jinx does not fight in first place, followed by Frame TFT, and then followed by 1 1 4 4 7 4 6 4 3 5. Obviously a real human being. Then followed by Cadaver and Nightmare Twig.
So anyone without a icon there is a random. So yeah, a lot of DQs today. I don't know what's going on, but that's gonna be our 4 players for that lobby. Frame TFT notably not getting a first place. Did mention that he might need to get first place every single time. We'll probably swap to the results for the other match.
Indeed, and that would be match 42. Quite an exciting one, actually. Kartoffel taking first place, followed by KR Mentals and Clovis, and Eddie One Tune. Then having Patty the Panda and Syrup taking up the 6th and 7th place, respectively. I really like the looks of this match. Kartoffel just going for a 5-star comp by the look of it.
I'd also like to mention that Kartoffeln has like level 9 comp, just like rounded it off. Had a Kale and Vel'Koz Lux. I've never seen that version before, but
I
kudos
like
to
it.
him.
But that will be all for now as we get ready for our next and final set of matches for the day. Would you like to say anything else, Vinny, to finish this round off?
Nope, that's all good. We'll see you in a little bit.
We're back on live. Well, hello everyone. And today we've already been today. My bad. I am completely thinking of another time zone at the moment. And welcome back. We are now hosting match 43 starting very soon. And I
Mm-hmm.
am back with Vinny. How are you doing in that short break,
Hey,
Vinny?
I sat here and I stared at the screen for 5 minutes, as we try to figure some stuff out. But match 43 is gonna start pretty much right now. We're just waiting for the lobby to start, so the lobby should be good to start whenever they want to.
And while we get
Done?
that started, due to circumstances, there will be only one other match played at the moment, but we shall not go into that as the game is starting as we enjoy our next lobby.
We
And
look, we saw so many DQs in those first two matches that our admins decided to merge two of the other matches just because I mean like one of the matches was about to go with two people in it, so
yeah, and that's not worth it at all. And shall I give you the pleasure this time of introducing our lovely contestants for this episode?
if I can read them.
Okay, in
I
that case, would you like me to read them?
Wait, first of all, whose perspective are we starting off on?
We are starting off on the lovely no, Keegan7, my bad.
Keegan7, Chiogayan. Okay, so first of all, I'm just gonna. I actually can't read it off the side, but
Okay,
I'm just
let
gonna
me
read it
let
off the scheduling sheet I have here. So we have Beethoven, Duckles, Fishball, G Money, Keegan7, Purple Fish, Sadaharu, Shoxy as our players. I believe all names that have been on the leaderboard. Sadaharu off the leaderboard at the moment, but I do remember seeing his name on there at one point in time.
at the start of the tournament, I am pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, early Nidalee. Oh, early Nidalee. You know what I
Ooh.
advocate for here.
I see Dawnbringer, I play Dawnbringer.
Like, because your fourth Dawnbringer is always the 3 cost, Riven or Nidalee. Anytime I get one of those off of the loot orb, I just go for Dawnbringer early. It's
Ooh.
so good.
It is very, very spicy. And there we have free gold.
I like to mention that the Hellions did get buffed in the last patch. We didn't mention it at
Ooh.
all because no one's been playing Hellions, and even though they got buffed,
There you go.
no one's still playing Hellions.
As soon as you say that, there are 2 other people in this lobby playing Hellions. Surprisingly, one of them is Beethoven.
Yeah. I mean,
And
he's probably just holding on to the like. Oh, Beethoven's playing a different comp. No, let's be real. Beethoven's playing the same comp, but
Beethoven's playing the same comp. You're right.
but yeah, no one like really plays Hellions, which is saddening.
Ooh. Keegan7 getting 1 item. Oh, that is...
This is a very rare start.
But
No,
he
two
does
items. Two items. One's on a
2
poppy.
items. Yeah, but he got that from the carousel.
Yeah, so one's on a poppy.
It's tying the game off with a dragon's tooth. Not but skirmishes. Okay, I didn't see that, but skirmishes coming out super quickly.
Yeah, 3 Dawnbringer, 3 skirmishes, pretty good. What 3 Dawnbringer? 2 Dawnbringer, 3 skirmishes is a pretty good start. The only issue is no upgrades is rough, and no items is rough. Ugh. I guess these items could go to a Runin's Bloodthirster for Nidalee, but I don't even know if those are good Nidalee items anymore because this is
I
a
mean,
new Nidalee.
the old Nidalee usually just about like 1 damage item into 2 tanky items, usually either a Hand of Justice or a Hand of Vengeance. Because her
She
damage when she dodged was actually extremely high.
Yeah, it was high because they kept buffing it, but like she was at a. Oh my
Ooh.
goodness! Hey, you want more cloaks?
I think I'd like another cloak, please. I need to cover
Um,
myself. It is winter. It's getting a bit cold.
but yeah, Nidalee was used as an item carrier for
Oh!
so long. That's a second Nidalee. What is going on? But there were iterations of Nidalee that were being played. Nidalee carry. If you got a 3-star Nidalee, 420 damage, I believe, every single time you got dodged or crit, and you got Infinity Edge, Runins, and then Bloodthirster usually.
Bloodthirster would be a good item here.
Mm.
I think this is going to sound really weird. I think the Shadow Cloak may have been a little bit better. Like,
Just 1 second. I think the stream can't see our game.
the stream cannot see our game? What? Oh no. We
But
shall quickly try and fix.
what did you
Oh,
say, Shadow?
And there we are. The stream is now back live. But yeah, no, I think the Shadow Cloak might have been a little bit better. The glove is still an extremely strong pick, but
I would have taken glove 100% of the time. The spot I hate being in the most is having nothing but cloaks.
But as we were mentioning earlier, the dragon set is actually not that bad here.
Definitely, but like you can't carry with a dragon's claw. Like dragon's claw is a very strong utility item, but you can't carry in stage 2 with a dragon's claw. That being said, grabbing the glove means you can't carry with a quicksilver either. Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
is this a level 4 Nidalee on round 2-3?
Hey, did I say 2-star Nidalee's being really strong? I wonder when I said that. May have been
Man,
earlier today. I don't
I
know.
I don't remember anything at all. Anyway,
In the
let's look at.
first round, someone got a 2-star Nidalee in stage 2. Guess what they did? They just win streaked right through stage 2. And we
And
didn't really talk about it because we were watching Beethoven lose streak.
yeah, but it's kind of expected, isn't it? As we mentioned earlier, just having the free cost unit like this early, you need to try and win streak or try and sell it for some econ. But getting the level 2 free cost, it's nearly a guaranteed win streak unless you come up against an absurdly strong comp or get an
Yeah.
extremely bad free cost.
Yeah, and Keegan looked like they were low rolling for a bit, but probably just the high roller at this point, even with those items. Beethoven gonna take another hit. We expected Beethoven to lose, bottom of the ladder again. Um, and we're gonna head into the carousel. Watch Beethoven.
Ooh. Ooh.
Shadow Tear, Shadow Rod.
I'm
Juicy.
I would like. Unfortunately, Keegan 7 doesn't have the luxury of choosing items. All the shadow items are probably going to disappear extremely quickly.
Hmm.
So, being more realistically, he's probably going to have to choose from another cloak or a giant's belt. Or a. Ooh.
I do like that Ionic Darkspark.
I do like the Ionic Darkspark. I'm.
Sacrificial Gauntlet could be.
The QSS could have also been a decent item.
Yeah. Sacrificial Gauntlet being the carry item for Nidalee, that's gonna push him for quite a while. Dragon Claw can really go on any tank really. So I think keeping on to the putting it onto Nidalee is pretty good. Nidalee's probably not keeping Sacrificial Gauntlet into the end game, but Nidalee always used as a really strong item holder.
Yes. I think the problem with Nidalee is she's now got reliable damage, but she doesn't have a reliable way to get that damage.
Oh, actually, I'm still thinking of last patch. Nidalee with crit now with sorry, Nidalee with crit last patch was huge. Nidalee with crit this patch, I don't know, because she's an attack speed bot now.
I mean, she already gets the attack speed. The crit would still be extremely good.
Oh,
I
watch that, Kha'Zix. He's about to cast isolation damage.
It's
Oh,
not
Megaton
enough.
Slam.
The Negaton stab saving the Nidalee.
Might
I'm
have might have lived anyway, and that's going to be the fourth Dawnbringer coming
ooh,
in. Could level if they wanted to. Oh no, if you level, you have to sell a Soraka because he needs 16 gold to level.
that is unfortunate. Ah,
So what do you think? Can you live without leveling here, or are you gonna
yes.
try protect your win streak? Because 5 win streak is pretty big. That's 3 extra gold.
No one else has really tried to get to 6 here. So you're
Yeah,
still just fighting 5 units, and your Nidalee is still huge.
and going to level 6 on 2/6 is a very aggressive leveling strategy. You are pretty likely to
Okay,
hit a full cost.
this is a little bit scary. The range, sorry, excuse me. The range is coming out with the redeemed. And what I just thought about was one of the biggest buffs to Nidalee was like she's got more reliable damage, but the skirmisher buffs actually help her heaps.
And you gotta mention that every 4th attack will be a empowered attack.
Will be an empowered attack.
Mm-hmm.
Does empowered attack go through the damage of Jeweled Gauntlet?
So,
No,
do
no,
you
with the
think I know?
I was. I know. I'm just trying to think if it's the same thing with Lux. With like, does the crits work with IE or does it work with Jeweled Gauntlet since it's an empowered auto attack?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
well
don't
then,
know. The Nidalee rework has been out for 3 days. Give me a break.
oh, come on, man. How come you don't know anything? I thought you were cool.
I did see the Nidalee crit though. I did see Nidalee crit, but I don't know if that was the normal crit animation or if it was the animation of you just did a lot of damage. So like the text looks like it crit, but when it really didn't, or if it's
Ooh.
or if the damage actually did
Okay.
crit.
3 items coming out here. That is the Bloodthirster. And that is potentially Morello's for the cannon.
A lot of really good picks. Hextech Gunblade, Morello, Bloodthirster. Hextech Gunblade would stay in the theme of
Oh.
Sacrificial Gauntlet. But then you're stuck with a Negatron Cloak and a Giant Spell. I guess the Negatron Cloak could go to Dragon Claw.
It's an odd number of items anyway. I think the right thing to do here was just to try and play it safe for the next carousel, which is coming up next round. Not carousel,
the
item
Armory.
shop.
Yep.
Armory. That's what it's called. The
But
Armory.
I don't know if the Hextech Gunblade heals off of Nidalee attacks. Probably not, for the most part.
It heals off Nidalee attacks because it applies for magic and true damage. So every 4th attack will block it.
No. But that was like a lot before. I don't know now.
No. It still applies now because it works the same way. As long as you deal the magic or true damage, you get to heal. But it only applies on magic or true damage.
And man, that Nidalee is just carrying for so long. Woo!
I think Shoxy also had a Nidalee. I'm not sure.
Could grab Econ here? Decides not to. Oh, this could go into Yasuo. Just seeing what Keegan 7 has bought.
Shadow Tier or another Negatron Click?
Where do you go with this? You have so many options. Spectral Spear, Shoch Karma.
I feel so bad for Keegan. This had a Negatron Cloak at literally every single opportunity.
I don't think it matters. He's picked the other option every single time.
Yeah,
This is karma items right here. Gunblade, Sacrificial Gauntlet, and then what?
Just needs to pick up another tier or
Spectral Shojin Gauntlet as well.
Spectral Shojin on Karma is a little bit iffy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. The loss of damage is quite big. But
could grab a glove for Hand of Vengeance as well.
ooh, Hand of Vengeance would be really nice.
Oh no, you won't need Hand of Vengeance if you're building Hextech Gunblade.
I mean, yeah, actually, true. Oh,
I think what I would prefer. Oh, sorry. While I was mentioning that Callista completely whiffed. By the way.
Yeah, no, I was looking at that as well. Unfortunately.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Okay, that does crit.
Okay, that indeed does crit.
That's why the Nidalee one shot that A-bomb, but that dodge chance coming in hot. That Scion dodged, like, got 2 of his attacks dodged. What the
Ooh.
Hey, remember when we were talking about 3-2 karmas?
Oh yeah, I remember just last game when someone got a few 3-2 karmas.
Why does everyone keep getting 3-2 karmas?
I think this game is rigged, honestly.
When we say the meta is karma, the meta is also getting karma on 3-2 apparently. Okay, we'll swap off to G Money really quickly before this round starts.
Okay.
See if we can see another perspective.
Now, I don't want to alarm you about what Beethoven is building, but I think it might shock you. Oh, and here we are. Actually,
this is Shoxy, I believe.
Shoxy going a skirmisher build as well. Nidalee not. I'm actually surprised she hasn't slammed skirmisher emblem.
I don't think this is an endgame skirmisher build. I think that Nidalee's just the item holder like she usually is.
Yeah, true.
That's her role. I'm an item holder.
Ah, yes. Poor Nidalee. I think once Nidalee starts getting optimized a bit more, she might see play. Once Karma and Vel'Koz gets nerfed. Obviously.
I mean, we're only 3 days into the patch. Like, maybe there's some undiscovered Nidalee items that are really, really good. But yeah, it just felt like Nidalee was finally starting to see play at 3-star as a carry, and then they reworked her as well. So I really want to see her do some work. But there's only like 2 patches left of this set, so
only 2 patches left until 5.5 comes out. One thing I do want to say though is I think Nidalee works really well when the meta focuses around rangers or auto attackers, because you can potentially just high roll into not taking damage from a lot of comps. And I'm actually surprised Tarek not getting picked up into Shadow Negatron.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about that is, like, one of your, like, she's really good at killing ranger backlines as well, but rangers haven't been good for a while. Like, we're only starting to see Aphelios start to see use. But other than that, like, Vayne, we were in a Vayne meta once upon a time.
Oh yeah, I abused Vayne in the Vayne meta.
Yeah, we were in a
What-
Vayne meta once upon a time, but even during the Vayne meta, you wouldn't see Nidalee get used because she was so bad.
Yeah, Vayne is not very good at the moment. I hate to say it.
But yeah, but
It's-
I'm talking about like the previous meta, right?
Yeah,
When Vayne was good, like because that was a technically a ranger meta, right?
yeah.
Nidalee didn't see use because even though she dodged stuff, Vayne still got her damage through her spell.
And I mean, at that time, there was more like LeBlanc was still extremely powerful, and more people were opting in for the more assassin builds, just
Mhm.
bursting the backline before I could burst you.
Yeah, but aside from that, here we have Sadaharu against G Money. That's a very tanky Leona.
Just
If this
pure stats
Varus,
were redeemed.
uh
Oh,
I was
Ash.
thinking if the Varus dies, Sadaharu might win that because the Lux can one-shot the Ashe, but that Ashe had so many Deathblade stacks.
A lot of Deathblade stacks, indeed. I am curious to see where this build is going because
Aphelios, 100%.
it looks like it's going into Aphelios 100%, but a lot of people are ahead in terms of speed and getting to their late game comms.
Yeah. Like as a build, Aphelios only rounds out on level 7, so
Hmm. A lot of redeemed units also getting picked up in the backline. Maybe trying to find some kind of high roll? But anyway, going to the next round, Keegan 7 makes his return. The Dragon's Tooth deciding to be used on Lily instead.
the Dragon Claw, yeah, because the items are swapping off of Nidalee later. But that Nidalee just did enough damage for Keegan 7 anyway in the early game.
Yes. And looking just back at his items, doesn't seem to be building anything, seems to be holding on relatively well.
Okay. I may have been completely wrong when I said Aphelios 100%. Holding all these redeemed units, like you said,
Yeah,
who does Deathblade go on to? Varus?
I I want to say Ash is going into Aphelios. Just because you
No.
can kind of run it redeemed Ranger. It doesn't sound good though. I'm not sure. It's
I'm not a fan
oh,
of Redeemed Ranger. In
that's a
my
lot of
head,
gold.
Deathblade is actually an Ashe item as well.
Yeah. But if you're building Ash, you're not really building it like this.
Yeah. If you're building Ashe, it's definitely Draconic and then you 3-star the Ashe. Um,
One thing I want to note is 2 reforges. That is extremely unfortunate.
yeah, especially since he slammed like 2 components onto different units just to keep them stronger. Um, what happens now?
What
We shall
happens
see.
now is we pray, he prays, they pray. G Money is in a bit of a tight spot, and that is a 2-star Mordekaiser.
Bonk, bonk, but that person has no gold whatsoever. Rolled down for that Mordekaiser on stage 4-1. Very typical. And that Mordekaiser is deleting units left and right. Bonk, bonk. There goes your head.
Goes your head, has the skirmishes, has one away from getting the Dragon Slayer, just looking for the Diana.
I would have, yeah.
Hasn't, and another thing to note, hasn't used many items.
Yeah, the fishbowl there.
Fishbowl looking strong.
Fishbowl looking strong, but probably also seeing what they hit. Grabs a Nico's from G Money. Even though he's got like 2 components that don't have anything.
He's looking for a 4-star. That's much is for sure now.
He just leveled. He just put EXP into levels early. I don't know what he's looking for. Maybe he thinks he's strong enough at this comp, but it really doesn't feel like it.
He is on the lower of the leaderboard, but it is 4-2 and he's on 44 HP. He's not.
Oh.
It seems you have figured something out if you'd like to share it.
No, I was just thinking you can continue. You can finish your thought.
Well, he still has a few rounds left of survivability before it gets into the extremely dangerous stage. He
Okay.
could just level and then try and rebuild his entire comp.
Okay. I don't think he's rebuilding. What I just like just looking at his comp and thinking about it for a while. Also Purplefish going A-bomb Zyra again.
Yeah.
Um
Also finding the Darius kind of unfortunate.
So Guardian Angel Guinsu's Rage Blade. So he's looking for a bow or a sword off carousel. Guardian Angel, Guinsu's Rage Blade, Spear of Shojin, Luck. Um, then
Oh,
the Reforger is going to be used on the Death Blade. Just to see what items it rolls into. That's where I think this is going. That's a Vel'Koz. Because I was wondering how he could keep forcing Redeem like this, and how it's gonna round out. But that's the only way I can see see it rounding out. We'll see if the Rise gets bought.
Rice not looking like it's gonna get bought. I feel like it should though. It's a good thing to chuck in over the Ash once you do sell Devaris for the items.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know if he's selling Varus for items because he did hold on to. He didn't buy Varus's before, so he's not going Varus 3. I'm a little bit perplexed still, but I think like things are starting to make sense to me right now. That Varus Deathblade is a really nice item on him because he gives a team wide buff to everyone with his skill. So every time anyone on his team attacks someone, that counts as him contributing to that kill. So he
Yeah.
can stack he not stack he can stack
Buff
up
his team.
Deathblade very very easily compared to other units. But
He
G
can
Money being at the bottom of the ladder
He can stack up very easily, but it's not going to change. And there's the Rage Blade.
might stay on Varus actually.
Might stay on Varus. He has the 6 redeemed. If he takes out the Varus, he goes down to 5, unless he somehow finds a Kale.
I think this is staying on Varus, but it's not a 3-star Varus, it's a 2-star Varus. Either way, I think G Money's in a tough spot.
Keegan 7's doing relatively well as well, staying on the top of the leaderboard. Beethoven 72. When we see him
Ranger?
again, I better see a. Ooh, okay. Looking for 4 stars. Finds Darius instead.
Yeah, he's keeping any expensive unit he can. Could put the Darius in for Knights as well.
Instead goes for Invoker with the Ivan.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm.
At least for comp right now, I would have preferred keeping Ranger in over Ivan, over Invoker.
Yeah.
But this might still be able to win, and that's the Lux build I was talking. Guinsu's Shojin.
And then has a Zerefs, because Lux has 80 or 100 mana, gets a decent amount of AP every time she casts.
And she casts a lot. She tends to go to overtime, that unit.
Yeah, just shield getting bigger and bigger as it goes around.
But this loss is going to look kind of rough for G Money. G Money in murky waters. No money to his name.
Shoxy does have the redeemed emblem, important to note.
Mm-hmm. It's
But-
like this just also a 2-star Garen, by the way. But this is that Spider-Man
yeah.
meme of the 2 Spider-Mans like pointing at each other.
And then you have the 2 little virus comps pointing at each other with the Lux. And then you have the 6 karma comps pointing at each other.
Yeah.
But luckily, Beethoven's in the game to spice it up with a Vladimir comp. I am happy.
So getting that Kindred's pretty big. I don't like where the Lux is positioned.
No, not at all.
Reforger's not gonna see use either.
I am surprised.
Yeah, I would consider using the Nikos just to get the 2-star Lux, but at the same time, even with that 2-star Lux, you're not gonna win. You're not
No.
gonna get top 4 with that 2-star Lux, and that's what you're trying to get.
Hey,
I
look.
guess G Money could just look to like get a 5th place or something.
Yeah. But hey, look, it's Beethoven with his 3-star Vladimir with Coven.
Oh, here comes Beethoven once again.
Oh, wow. He
Exodia.
also, something nice to mention for a change. He's running the damage Soraka.
He
Oh,
puts his items
nasty.
onto Morgana, doesn't he?
Usually, yeah. Okay. Well, this would have been a lovely comp for a Dragon Slayer Yasuo build, but unfortunately, that's not what he's building. Wait.
When do I hit level 4 Vlad? I have 10 Vlad, says Beethoven in the chat.
Oh no. He's going for the legendary level 4 Vlad when you combine 2 free cost units.
that is last patch, and that's called Moon. Oh my god,
My
the
God.
other three reforges. I am stammering because
Well, he can reroll his redemption 3
but you want
times.
redemption.
Do you? I mean,
Redemption is good here.
redemption is good here, but he needs something.
He needs a
I-
kindred upgrade.
I think he needs more than a kindred upgrade, my friend. I think he needs to upgrade his entire board. I'm not saying that he will lose. I'm just saying that there you go. He's got a death cap for his rise. Honestly, I think maybe re-rolling Thief's Glove is a great item, but I think at this stage, re-rolling it is also an option if you're lagging this far behind.
Yeah, but that's taking like possible options off of Vel'Koz. You could reroll it for like a match. Like if you get really bad items like this one where he got Giant Spelt Zephyr.
Yeah.
And that KO is going pew giant swords. No attack
A-
speed, so it's very slow swords, but giant
And
swords.
that's all she wrote. Poor G
Farewell.
Money from the top of the charts to the very bottom.
And with that, we're gonna swap off. I want to take a look at Beethoven's board. After he has, this armory. Complete item armory.
Oh, okay. Everyone gets an item.
Everyone
And
gets
that's a
complete
full built
items.
Soraka. Now I'm happy.
It's a 2-star Soraka though, so
It's
it's
a
not too big, but it is a full build Soraka.
Still a lot of damage coming off of her. And look, I just realized he has a Revenant spat on his rise.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. Revenant spat is pretty big. Getting a Nocturne in is a little bit awkward in this comp, even though it gives
Ooh.
him Revenant, even though it gives him Assassin. I think it's still pretty awkward. Because you're not getting those stats onto people you want. But like 4 Revenant is, I think, a really strong trait.
Okay, and now it's Shoxy versus Beethoven. A lot of comps I just saw, I'm excited to see an actual battle. But let us go.
That Vladimir,
Shoxy's Garen trying to get a cast off. Vladimir might not let him. Finally
Yeah.
coming down, but a little bit too late.
we're gonna go into overtime probably against Guinsu's Shojin Lux. Can Guinsu's Shojin Lux beat the Vladimir?
No.
They both go so
Oh my god.
in overtime. That Lux is gonna cost so much, and that Lux still hasn't been knocked, and
Oh
that
my God.
Vladimir is dead.
Vladimir,
Beethoven.
Vladimir died from his own warmogs. That is such a sad sight to see.
I don't think it was the Warmogs. I think he had so much health you wouldn't have noticed it. But Beethoven gets a Teemo win.
That's Invokers coming out. Quite big for a comp like this.
I'm sort of expecting. So this is what I'm expecting. Beethoven finds another Soraka, gets the items off of Soraka, gets the Revenant off of Rise, and then makes a Revenant Infinity Edge Dual Gauntlet on something, either Teemo or Heimerdinger.
I wouldn't even mind if he just put the Soraka items on his Teemo.
That too, but Revenant is better than Guardian's Angel.
True. Oh, look at that Nunu about to just consume with his chomp.
And that Nunu not targeting the Vladimir to start with is pretty big.
Okay, and that's Scion coming out of the grave.
Ruined
Whacking
Hurricane, Lux
away!
Whisper, Warmog Sacrificial Armor, killing all of the backline. Zyra's still alive, could get some stuns out onto that Vladimir. This is not a scaling Lux, so that Lux is not going to destroy them. Oh my god, the Zyra cast, watch it! It's going to be huge. Okay, never mind.
Never mind. It was huge. It was a lot of damage. Unfortunately, Vladimir's HP pool was an entire continent. And I think, yep, that's another person down.
Hellion? No.
Dark Horse has been defeated.
Hellion? No.
Hellion? Yes.
Maybe? Just maybe? Nah.
Yeah, no. Yes. I want to see that picked up. And no, he goes for the safe pick.
I think Hellion's
Boo.
bait. But like, in my mind, I'm just like, I know it's bait, but I will grab it anyway. Kindred?
I think if he had 5 Hellions, it would be good, but with 3, it's only like a 15% attack speed buff.
Yeah.
There you go. As you said before, the Rise being sold for the Revenant on Teemo.
That's only half of what I said because I did say that Soraka items were going to get moved, but they could still get moved to Heimerdinger.
I'd like to see them get moved to Heimerdinger because those are near perfect Heimerdinger items for like big burst damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that
Mhm.
Nidalee is still in Keegan's comp. Look at it. Dragon
is
Claw
a-
Sacrificial Gauntlet. But that's because Keegan's found 2 other dual gauntlets to go into his Karma.
Unfortunately, he has to put the recurve bow on the Nidalee. Not the nicest thing to have to put on a unit.
Oh, fine. I mean, the Nidalee can make good use of the recurve bow. Like
Yeah.
right now, where she's just deleting the backline out of Beethoven. But that doesn't matter because this Vladimir is still alive. He's casting, but he's getting stunned up. But he's got too much health. Will it work?
Nightbringer just got procced. His damage has just been increased. Yeah, no.
Oh. There we go. Vladimir cleans out the fight.
Let's see what happens. It could. No, it's not a draw, unfortunately.
Beethoven here looking to go level 9.
Shadow Haru is now out of the fight as well. Going to 9. Finds the volley bear immediately. Okay.
Okay,
This ain't
buddy.
right. Okay, buddy, calm down. We get it. You're cool.
Oh my good. That's a locked shop. He locks up the shop there so that he can make sure those units don't disappear. Get the 2-star Kindred next time.
This is just ridiculous RNG.
Man.
Finds the volley bear on his first level reroll, then finds 2 kindreds.
Man.
What's next? Ah, and here's the scaling Lux from Shoxy.
But that Volley Bear is a huge counter to the Scaling Lux because he deletes all shields and AoEs that entire comp.
I
So that
think
Volley Bear is gone.
I'd like Shoxy to try and get the 4 Mystics. She already has 3 down at the moment, or 2? No, 3. I saw her with the Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Fishball's comp. I'm excited to see that Draven in action against Vladimir. But going into overtime, yeah, not.
Draven is one of those few units that does have enough sustain damage to possibly beat a Vladimir. 2-star Kindred. That's a
2-star
Rabadon's Death Cap for Beethoven. Let's see if we can swap to someone else's perspective. Because I have a feeling we're going to see Purple Fish towards the end.
I would like to see how Keegan 7's doing. Fallen a bit down now.
Oh, sorry, I said it wrong. I said how Beethoven's going to get to the end. I swapped to Purple Fish. We can
Okay,
get
but
Keegan
no,
7.
let's go to Purple Fish. Let's go to Purple Fish. I want to see how he's going.
The Abomination Zara player.
Oh, 5 A-bombs coming out. Seems like the stream still is focusing on Beethoven at the moment, enamored by his brilliant and fantastic nature.
So
But
we
after
just got a
that-
Spear of Shojin over here that's going to go onto the Zyra. We'll see if the stream can swap over to Purple Fish's perspective. The 3-star Nunu and an A-bomb spatula. That's 5 A-bombs. This is one of the comps that can actually keep up with with Vladimir. Sorry, with Beethoven, because that Nunu, if he gets that first chomp on the Vladimir, that Vladimir might just die before he starts stacking up. So it's a
Indeed,
positioning game.
and he's starting to get his 3-star abominations. But this is where the small nerf has come in. The reduced damage on the Scion might make a difference here.
It might, but that's not your win condition against Vladimir. But in this battle here, your win condition is basically Zyra one-shotting the backline.
And I don't think you even need Zyra to one-shot the backline. Because she
did
just
so much damage.
she obliterated it.
There's no backline to one-shot. But look at the damage
Oh.
shot on the right side. One cast, 7,570.
One good cast can definitely win a game. But you also need positioning. Zyra did get buffed this patch, or last patch, with the size change on her ability. Just becoming a little bit bigger. Hitting the hitboxes on the side as well as the middle.
Just making her more consistent as a unit. Looking at that Viego, putting the baby dragon as bait for the Viego. Pretty nice, very nice.
I have lost to a Viego stealing my baby dragon, though, I'm ashamed to admit.
So when I look at Purple Fish's win condition this game, already has a 3-star Nunu, already has a 3-star Zyra, has 3-star set as well, which is a nice bonus, but not really needed. That's really interesting. Positioning like that so the Viego goes into that little cubby and is forced to get either the baby dragon or the Callista. That's pretty nice.
Kalista getting taken down.
Oh, there's the stun. There's the
Oh,
double
Syra coming
stun.
out. Yep, and Sion helping. Ooh, Nunu did
Yeah.
10,000 true damage. What?
Yeah, so Nunu just like one shot someone. It's a 3-star Nunu. But
3-star Nunu with 2 Shadow Wall mogs.
I just want to gush about that positioning masterclass. Having that like Viego steal the Callista, going to that little cubby where he could only steal Callista and the baby dragon. And after he got onto Zyra, the A bomb came out, stunned him, and then the Zyra cast right afterwards and stunned him again.
Okay, before you keep on gushing, we just want to say Shoxy has been eliminated, meaning the top 4 of this match has been decided, and they are now playing for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place.
And fourth.
And 4th place. But only one of them can get 4th.
So I was mentioning before how I see Purple Fish's comp improving. You can upgrade the Heimerdinger. Holding on to 5 rises here can find a 3-star rise as well. Probably could go to level 9 as well. Put in an extra Mystic.
Maybe put in the Kindred. I'm surprised he isn't spending his gold here, but that is to be expected, I guess, if you're saving for leveling. The Teemo doing work.
So much work. And he did get stunned by that Zyra, but Revenant means he's just up and handy in no time.
Beethoven on 7 HP now. Just being... He lost to a comp. I just realized.
He lost to Fishball's comp.
He lost to Fishball. So Fishball needs to take down Beethoven. And Fishball needs Purplefish to die. Since Purplefish can beat Fishball. And Keegan 7's just hanging on for dear life on 1 HP.
That's a 2-star Kindred for Fishball.
Nice.
Garen? Garen's big.
Garen's pretty big. I like it.
That Teemo's bait.
Never get a Teemo at such low HP. Unless you're running 7 Helions.
No, unless you want to sell it for money as well.
I mean, at this point, getting 1 Teemo wouldn't actually hurt since
it's probably
it's a one-shot either way.
Sorry, we're going into another fight now. Keegan 7. I thought it was going to be against Beethoven. Watch the Nunus. Does the Nunu one-shot something? Rel, bye-bye.
That is huge.
That huge Lux Shield coming out. Never mind.
But it doesn't matter.
Is Zara going to cast? Zara?
Zara can't cast. Ryze managed to get his ability off though, and the Abomination is out and about. He got his ability off. But is it enough? Sion running rampant, taking down 2 units, taking out 3 units, getting the lifesteal, taking out Ivan's Daisy, taking it before Daisy could launch the ability.
But
it's not enough.
Oh my goodness.
And there you go. I was completely wrong. But will it be the bug? No, it's not.
It's not the bug
because on Purplefish. And Beethoven is dead.
Like I said, it's not the bug. Because Sion wasn't on the opposing team. Sion was the one that died.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Anyway, Kindred coming out. That's free Mystic. Beethoven is dead and taking the 4th place. Vladimir not strong enough to take out Fishbowl. But now it comes the real challenge. Can Keegan 7 beat Purplefish?
That Kindred's pretty big because that can protect the Zyra, but this is Fishball's comp, the Draven and friends for Mystic Draven, which is pretty big against this. Zyra misses the Draven, that's huge. Kindred ult comes out, nothing can do. But Heimerdinger does not have a baby dragon out. Heimerdinger doesn't get to cast, and Zyra gets stunned. That stun finally goes onto the Draven, but I don't think there's enough to kill that Draven. That Draven's going to take out Purple Fish. Oh, that Rise, no way you're going to carry left.
And that's it. Fishbowl takes out both positions.
Double kill out of Fishbowl.
The fish takes 2nd place, but the Fishbowl takes 1st. And that wraps up match 43.
Man, the double kill, and then Keegan 7 just took more damage than Purplefish. That's crazy.
Keegan 7 just took 2 more damage. But it's important to note, Sion walking away from the Draven there, deciding the match. Feels bad, man.
That and along with other things like that Zara missing her first cast on Draven was huge because that Draven kept pumping out damage and killed enough before the Zara got her second cast out.
Oh man, it just it is unfortunate, but you know what? That's how the cookie crumbles, and it's always exciting to see a match end like that, just by the small little details coming down.
Small margins indeed, but this match is going to be over. We have the leaderboard up there. Fishball in first, Purplefish second, Keegan 7th, third, Beethoven fourth, Shoxy in fifth, Setaharu in sixth, Duckles in seventh, and G Money in eighth place. Our man G Money from first to eighth. Probably not going to matter because he's so ahead of the rest of the leaderboard. But you never know.
You never know. It could cause an upset later on down the line.
And
But
the other off-stream match is still going on. We're calling it match 44.5 because it's the combined lobby of match 44 and 45. I think.
I think 45 is no longer existence, but
I wait, I could be wrong. I think they just played match 44 and 45 with random people. I think match 45 started with 5 randoms.
oh no. Well, it'll be exciting to see how that ends anyway.
Either
But
way, I think that's still going on, so we're probably not going to be able to see the results for that. We are done for today. I don't know. Is there anything left to talk about, Penguin?
I don't think there is anything left to talk about here. Maybe if we could get either Fishbowl or Pepperfish just to give a few words to talk about the ending of that match. But otherwise, I think we shall wrap this up for today.
Yeah, I think we should be good for today. I think Purplefish is gone, so all right. We'll see you all next week. Once again, we will be streaming again at 4 p.m. AEST for round 6. Is that the final round? Is it the final round
I do not know if it's final round
before finals?
before finals, so
Yeah,
we have
so
just
it is it is the final round before finals. That will once again be at 4 p.m. AEST, so that's Sydney time. So be sure to watch us, and we'll just head off.
and we shall
Goodbye for
head off
now.
now. Goodbye for now, and take care all.